All right, my dudes and dudettes, I finally made it. I am streaming. My God, it's been taking forever to do this. Anyway, let's see that everything's working here. Heyo, what's going on, everybody? Hope everyone's doing well on this fantastic TGIF Friday. Damn, it's been a long time since I haven't done a live stream. I mean, without putting my stupid face in front of the monitor. But it feels good to finally getting back to doing live stream that is more model kit focus instead of like playing video games. I'll still play video games. I'm still trying to figure out what the ecosystem is like on Twitch. Can't quite figure things out right now with that system, but I think I want to just primarily focus doing live stream specifically on YouTube when it comes to doing model kit builds, or anything in between. But I still want to do live streaming games, but Twitch is kind of funny right now. I'll figure things out eventually. Freddy, how's it going, my dude? Hope you're doing well, man. Staying safe and whatnot. And Breaking King, just a reply, I'm doing good. Just trying to find time to do some kind of live streaming. So after I finished up working on the aerial build, I had to really invest in a pretty decent streaming setup. As you can see, I got the Shure microphone set up. This is like their newer model. I still have my old one in my office. That one's strictly for video editing. I have a nice setup where I can, obviously you can see a top-down view on what I'm gonna be working on today. And then new what you call it, webcam. The original webcam I had was like a Logitech, and that thing was just like really weird. It gave me very limited controls on what I want to do for contrast, lighting, and brightening. But this Razer 4K webcam is incredible. It's just as good as the one I'm using for the live stream. I'm just blown away how good it looks. It looks really good for something that's under $200. So the one thing I don't like about the camera, it's really put a huge emphasis on my gray hairs, because I don't really see my face too much at the work facility. It always looks like in a pretty simple contrast, but the way how it looks now, I'm seeing more salt and pepper in there. Nothing wrong with that. It's just one of the many wonderful things when it comes to getting older. And I love it. But I hope everyone's doing well. As for me, I'm hanging in there, still going through the wonderful pleasures of being a father, and still trying to have a sustainable income in which I can provide for my family. So it has its ups and downs, but at the same time, I wake up, I go to work, I do my 10 to 12 hour shift, 4 to 5 days a week, come back home, spend time with the kid and the family, and then rinse and repeat, until my days off. And Wednesday, Thursday, and then today are my days off, but I don't know what's going to happen next week. Hence the reason why I want to do more live streams with you guys, because around this point and time around the year, Amazon starts really kicking in their peak season. So the consistency of keeping videos every single week and every single month is just not possible right now. I can't do it with my current schedule. There's really nothing I can do about that. So the purpose of doing the live streams now with these aren't just going to be straight up builds. Let me just get clarification out there. These aren't going to be straight up builds. We're going to put the bells and whistles. So we're going to cut the runners out. We're going to put a planning structure on how to put the LEDs in there, and then there's obviously going to be another camera setup to where I'm going to be doing the painting and weathering and whatnot. Everything like how you see in the videos, I'm just going to be basically doing a little bit more longer, so that way you guys can see like a step-to-step process. I know there's a lot of times in my videos I tend to like not show that. I'm trying hard to condense the videos nowadays to like at least 25 to 30 minutes. An hour's a bit of a long stretch, and I know there's a lot of people that have other things they want to do in their life. So these videos right here are just more like an extended version of that, and you can see like the step-to-step process. And if you guys have like general questions you want to ask me how I do my building process, I can help you guys out with that as much as I can. But anyway, I'm seeing dudes in the chat. GB Bottles, hello, hope you're doing well, my dude. And GS Tyler, how you doing, my dude? Doing good myself. Hope you're doing well. But yeah, in general, this is the whole purpose of these live stream videos. I want to keep content consistent And with that consistency, that keeps people want to come back to the channel. They either want to know how to do things with their future builds, what kits. Obviously, that's my backlog in the back. So obviously, you guys can get an idea on my backlog. It's still ever so growing, and I'm trying so hard to get around to it. But right here in this section right here, these are kits I have no intention of building. This is strictly for kit bashing. So when I get started doing my next kit bash, super eager to dig into those, because it's just nothing but Witch for Mercury model kits. That's all it really is. And I find that the Witch for Mercury kits are like the best when it comes to kit bashing. I absolutely love it, man. Matthew, hello, Otaku. Hope you and you're doing well. Really like your builds, my guy. Thank you, my dude. Thank you. Yeah, it's the challenge right now. It's just trying to find time to do these projects. It's so damn difficult, and I know it's going to get even more difficult because this is like essentially this is my studio. It's the garage, and everything that I do here, it's all on another workbench. And right now, currently, it's like 71 degrees in here. So I know that's going to change once we get into the peak of October and November. It's going to get cold back here, but I'll work something out to where I can keep like the consistency going. Making content for you guys. I don't want to go like months and months and months not doing anything, right? I just don't like that inconsistency, and it bugs me a lot of times that I can't make videos like I normally can. You know, I got to keep that consistency going. And then, you know, if there's something out there you guys like want me to build, something that piques your interest, something you guys want me to check out, you know, you guys can talk to me on the stream. You know, that keeps things consistent, that keeps the flow going. And at the same time, you know, I miss reconnecting with the community. First and foremost, I miss talking to you guys. I absolutely miss it. So with that being said, let's get started. So just to give you an idea on how long I'm gonna be doing these streams, I'm gonna try to keep it like between 3 to 4 hours. We're basically gonna be deconstructing and cutting out the runners and see what goes where. Get kind of a game plan on where we're going to put the LEDs in this Patlabor bus collection. And then hopefully next week we will get started together doing the paint scheme on here. So when that consistency goes, we should have at least 3 or 4 episodes done when this guy is completed. That's a general idea on what I want to do with this project. So, yeah. Let's break this down and see what we got, my dudes. Get some nice music in the background, because for some reason OBS is not working too well. Get some soft jazz in here. Oh yeah. and then I'll eventually change up the background music accordingly, so that way keep things consistently. So anyway. Let's take a look what's inside. I've only taken a brief peek on what this kit's really about. But you know, the promotional work on here, it's pretty damn awesome. As you can see here, it's sold for like under $100. I think it's well worth it. Yeah, it looks like a really impressive looking kit. I love the promotional shots right here. I love it. It's gonna be especially fun painting, God, what's her name? IZUMI. Yeah, sorry. It's going to be really fun painting IZUMI. I'm actually pretty excited to get started. And then doing the lighting effects, it's going to be interesting. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I'll figure something out. I do have some LEDs to pull that off. So I'm going to put this over here on the side. Put that there. Obviously, the instruction manual. Super nice. Oh, it's actually a pretty good looking action base there. I dig that. All right. And the rest of the instructions is in Japanese. That's not bad. That's not a bad thing. That's actually totally fine. Yeah, the actual figurine itself looks surprisingly very well detailed. I love that. I imagine there's excuse me, frog in my throat. I imagine that there's water slide decals for the eyes, because there's no way I'm gonna paint that by hand. No. My vision is already starting to get blurry as it is now. But yeah, this is cool. So I love this part of the instruction manual. It tells you where it would really advise you to paint and color things, even also when it comes to gluing in the visor with certain types of glue applications. You know, if you like working with slow drying glues, that's great. and then other like cement and water slide applications and whatnot. This is really cool looking. This is surprisingly really cool. I like this. A lot of detail for a simple bus design. Very impressive. Very, very impressive. Cherry Coon says, hey, Otaku, love your work and your background music. It's fire. Love your peer. Thank you, dude. Thank you. That's definitely going to put a huge emphasis on the live stream. Just make sure that there's like really chillax music back there. Let's see what else we got here. Damn, there's a lot of applications where I can put LEDs on there. So initially, I'm not going to light up the cockpit. That doesn't make any sense. But definitely the caution lights will need to be lit up, as well as the shoulder. And I'm kind of contemplating on whether I should light up the visor, because in the anime, it's not really lit up, like, at all. It's just basically the visor, and then behind the visor is just the camera system. I might do something where I might have each individual camera lens inside the helmet lit up, so that way it illuminates the visor in a more of an even displaying view. I mean, if that makes any sense. I don't want to just have like a full green LED in there and just like whoosh, and it looks very awkward. I want to have like the hidden details that are there to really shine. And I think what I'll probably do is utilize some kind of fiber optic lighting in there. And then there's the hazard lights right there. That looks really cool. Very, very interesting. Very cool. Let me take a look what else is inside we got here. Let's see, before I get started, let me take a look at the chat. Hey there, it's my first time watching your live. Can you give me some advice on how to do the best looking, if that's how to be the best looking man alive? I don't know about that. That's very nice of you. No, it's jeans. Blame my mother. Mom, if you're watching, I blame you. Because of the sexy beard. I blame you. I blame you. But thank you for the compliment. I appreciate that, man. Hey man, I know that I suck at painting 135 shoulders. Nah, don't worry about it. No one's perfect on this. I'm not perfect. I've been doing this for like 5+ years and I'm still learning stuff. It's all a learning process. You know what's really interesting about this configuration here? It's very close to a 1/60th scale. That's actually really impressive looking, and I love the surface detail on this. I don't know if you guys can see this. I geek out on detail stuff like this all the time. This is incredible. Wow, dude! Like I've already built a Patlabor kit a long time ago, and this is impressive. Looks like there's the parts don't look too bad. It's a good quality. I like that. It looks really, really good. Some black runners. This is obviously for the chest. I'm trying to debate whether we should go for a gloss coat or a matte coat. You know what I mean? For this particular build. Well, obviously I'm going to be doing a unique weathering technique on here. Like a dry wash. Not as much pre-shading, but just more give the Patlabor a sense that there's a lot of wear and tear onto the actual mech. So I'll figure something out. I'll figure something out. It's just a matter of just find the right kind of strategy that works with this particular mech design. And I'm already like really liking the quality of the plastic. It's really good. All right, anyway, getting distracted. I gotta cut these runners out. You guys got things to do. I got very little time to do this. So let me speed this up here. Oh, dude, this is so cool. Oh man, I love the little antennae right there. And look at the chest cavity. Yeah, see that this proves my point. There's really no point of putting an LED in there because there's no cockpit detail in there. There's like none at all. So, just leaving that as is gonna be just totally fine. That's awesome. Ooh, gray runners. Let's go. Goku says matte. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, let's go with a matte coat. Yeah, that's the one thing I've learned from a lot of kits. There's certain areas that you can really emphasize gloss coat textures, but having it all glossy, it looks kind of plasticky, and you kind of want to avoid that, right? I'm gonna put that over there. This looks really good. Ooh, see, okay, so here's the head module right there, right? Let me see. Come on, camera. You can do it. I believe in you. Waiting for the autofocus to kick in. If not, I'll just bring it down here. Oh, the camera's trying too hard to focus on everything else in the background. There we go. It's getting there. It looks like there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's like a 6 camera setup system in here. I think what I can do is just drill those out, put a really thin, very small fiber optic light in there so that way this can illuminate the visor. And then I'll paint the visor in a clear green. And then to illuminate the actual eyes, I'll probably put in like a white LED. So all that little special detail pop out. And I'll probably put some fiber optic lighting around these sides here. It's not really needed. The Patlabor, like I said, the Patlabor eyes don't light up at all. But I want to try something different with this, make it unique. I want to do something really cool. I like this. This surface detail looks great. Dude, this looks really, really good. Why does the music keep cutting out? Oh no, there it is. It's slowly kicking up. My dude. Let me know if the music's not too loud or is it too quiet. Let me know so I can compensate for you guys. All right, put that on the side. Here goes IZUMI. Be very gentle because I want to break anything. It's hard enough to find this model kit in the market. That looks great. That looks really good. Wow. Okay, so that confirms it. The face sculpt will need water slide decals. That's great. This is gonna be a lot of fun to paint. I think I might hand paint certain areas on this. That looks cool. And then we have the clear runners. Ooh, interesting. So let me see, where's the instruction manual? So this kit really encourages you to go all out. I think that's wonderful. So I'm looking at the caution lights right here. They are transparent, that's not a bad thing. That's great. So that means I can do a lot of customization there. And then there's also additional clear runners for the camera and other areas I'm not too familiar with. Maybe parts of the shoulder. I'm seeing it there. I don't know. I'll figure it out when we get there. I'm gonna leave that in the wrapper because I don't want to lose anything. You know, this runner's already paper thin. This is for the lights in the shoulder. That looks really cool. That cuts out half of the stress of painting it a clear red. You know what I mean? That definitely cuts back on it. Yeah, that looks great. Beautiful. Nice. Cool. More plastic bags go over there. Suction man go over there. And here's the action base. Looks cool. Might need to do some modifications on there because, I mean, nothing wrong with this. This is, it needs something. So I think what I'll probably do is I'll look at some reference of Patlabor like in a hangar bay and try to incorporate some kind of like loose wiring around the side and then have some kind of like already prefabricated backpack unit from, I guess, from the OST Gundam, like sitting in the back portion here where all the wire be around it here, and then that's where I'll probably keep the power supply. So if not, I'm not going to be using lithium ion batteries. I might use USB Type-C. You know, I'm trying to stray away from using batteries all the time. I want to keep something that's consistent, but we'll see. Yeah, so action base, not bad. Just needs a little bit more loving care. Whoop, that's gone. Cool. This looks like this is the, I imagine this is the, what's that word? The catwalk? If I'm not mistaken. I want to look at the detail of this real quick. This looks awesome. I'm really happy that these third-party companies are really starting to shine. Yeah, I love that. That's cool. See, this is the kind of wiring layout I want to do for the Patlabor. Just keep it cool. And I like this. Ooh, that actually has really nice texture. Damn, that's cool. And then that's it. Oh, water slide, and just what I was talking about. Water slide decals. I wasn't lying. Come on, camera. Yeah, they're all water slide decals for the eyes. That's cool. Very little water slide decals. That's totally fine. But hey, I'll take it. I will take it. Cool. So, let's focus on getting these runners prepared and organized. And then we should be good to go. Oops, we should be good to go. So I will take these out later. And then what I'm going to do with these runners, I'm going to make sure that they're properly organized so that way they don't get in the way. That is fundamentally like the challenge when it comes to working with these sets, is making sure that everything is where it needs to be. And then make sure everything is nicely organized. So let me keep that out. That stays there. I'm going to focus on the white runners first. I'll get to her later. I'll put that on the side. And then we're going to get started with some organization here. Because that's like really important when you do these. You don't want to just have it lying around and then come back to the next day and just deal with the headaches. I want to minimize the headaches as much as possible. So I'm going to be using some snippers. This was generously donated by my good friend on Instagram. His name is Antonio. He is a freelance photographer. Very nice guy. He's the gentleman that I actually did the 1/60th scale resin aerial for him. And he was generous enough to give me a huge abundance of like free tools and paints. So if you guys are interested to pick up this, I think you can find this on New Type HQ. It's great. It's essentially just, it is what it is. It's just basically, it's a tool rack to hold all your snippers, whatever tools you want. This is great. So I'll be utilizing this as well. And once again, thanks to Antonio. He's given me a whole super nice guy. Thank you, man. Gave me a huge selection of sandpaper, so that way I can sand and smooth off areas correctly. I already have my preference for sandpaper, but you never know if this company might sponsor or ask for like a sponsor deal. Might as well promote their stuff. That's what you have to do. You gotta do free advertisement. That's what the game's all about. You gotta do free ads. Anyway, I know I'm missing something. I gotta see, like, where's that gold piece? I know I saw it fell. One momento. Ah, there it is. Ooh, I do not like this chair. The gold piece. It's very nice. Very, very nice. Don't need to paint it. Thank God. Love that. Anyway, so let's see. I'm gonna use some basic snippers just to cut this out, and then go on afterwards and see what I need to do. So camera is set up. So let's see. Yeah, I think for consistency, I'm just gonna focus on one area at a time. So let's get everything set up for the head. That seems pretty simple, and I think I can eyeball it pretty good. So all right, cool. I'll take care of that. Let's see what we got here for questions. Action base is always a plus. Hell yeah, I agree. The builder. Good evening, DC. Hope you're doing well, my man. I haven't talked to you in a bit. Hope you're doing well, my man. Hope you're doing well. Oh, is this a third-party kit? Yes, it is. Who is the company? It's not Bandai. It's not Kotobukiya. It's not even Orange Cat Industries. Oh, dude. It's from, oh, God. If you guys haven't got a chance, Max Factory. These are the guys that do the Pacific Rim model kits. I did like one kit almost 3 years ago. Fantastic kit. Super, super cool how that turned out. It's a shame that the franchise is literally dead. It literally is. But I've heard around the rumor mill that they are going to be doing a prequel to Pacific Rim. Thank God, right? We need more Pacific Rim. That film is super underrated. And I have such fond memories. I went to go see that in the movies. So yeah, we need more of that. Oh, let's see what else we got here. Max Factory's doing the kits. Yeah. So out of date, I only knew they made figures. No, Max, like I said, Max Factory has been doing kits for a long time. It's just that they haven't really been putting their name out there. You know what I mean? They thought that they can, make bank by doing the Pacific Rim model kits, but it's really targeted for a specific audience. So, God bless these guys for actually still being part of the game. And hell, competition's always good, right? Competition is always good when it comes to doing model kits for this industry. It's always good. I, for one, like that. It gives me more options to, break out of my comfort zone. I love Gunpla. I will never get tired of it. But there's other challenging kits out there, and I want that. I want the challenge, and the more the challenge, the better. Let's see what else we got here. Don't forget the gold piece. Yes, I got it. Thank you, the builder. Forgot about that. OG Display holder. Oh yeah, those are sanding tools. Yes, they are. Is there a chance that you'll show us your custom painting collection? Not real. I mean, I don't know if I can swivel the camera too far out. Hold on. Let me go into full screen real quick for you guys. Yep. And let me just mute that for a second. I'm gonna swivel this camera over here. All my paints are all over there. Like everything is all there. Everything. My, what you call it? Oh God, what's the name of the product? All my Vallejo, all my Mr. Hobbies. I have a drawer at the very bottom where I have all my Tamiya paints when I started doing building in my early days. Everything it's all over there. I don't know. I'll probably do like a video tour. I don't got anything too crazy here to really show off. It's just there for what it needs to be there. You know, oh my God, Blaze.
You son of a bitch.
God damn it. Thank you. Thank you. Seriously, thank you. You didn't need to. You didn't need to. But seriously, thank you. Anyway, let me get back to let me get back into this before I start losing it. Yeah. Jesus Christ, Blaze, you threw me off, bro. Seriously, thank you. Anyway, let me get this cut out so I don't get too distracted. I'll eventually clean up the nubs as I go along. I'm just getting everything prepared first, and then I'll sand down the areas that need to be sanded down. Plus, these nippers aren't that really sharp, so I'm gonna need to buy another pair. I would say next week, before the peak starts at my job. I'll swing on over to my local hobby store and pick up some God Hand snippers. Those things are mad comfortable. Love those. Love God Hands. And I think the last pair of God Hands I had, dude, those suckers last for like 3 years. Until I dropped it. Until I dropped the damn thing. Oh, broke my heart. Absolutely broke my heart. Oh, this music's awesome. I'm loving this. The first film was great, kaiju movie. The second one felt like it was a 13 and doesn't. Yeah, Pacific Rim 2 was a joke. It felt more like it was selling a product. I hated that. I remember going into watching that film being like super excited because, you know, John Boyega, he's a good actor. You know, he's a really good actor, but they dumped a bunch of cast members in the film in which I didn't care at all. And I hate the fact that they killed the character off. What's her name? Probably was Makoto? I forget her name, but she was in the first film. The way how she was killed off was really, really sad. I didn't like that. It didn't make any sense. And then, oh my God, now you got me ranting. I did not like the fact that when the pilots were piloting the Jaegers, they were all digital. They were all like Xbox Connect, right? they weren't analog anymore, and that really bummed me out. The analog part was like the best part about the film. It gave it weight, it gave it volume, and when everything was all Connect play, I was just like, oh, this film doesn't know what it's doing. It really doesn't, and that's why it failed. It failed. Oh, jeez, it breaks my heart that it failed. But I hope that Guillermo del Toro will be coming back to at least, I don't know, maybe work on the film, maybe be a director or whatnot. I don't know. I want him to come back to doing it because that man clearly knows how to do films. Absolutely knows how to do films, and they're incredible masterpieces. Let's see. I did one on Pacific Rim for my dad. Cool. Which one was it? Was it the Max Factory or was it the Bandai one? Let me know. I'm genuinely curious. I'm gonna talk a bit. Did you take a look at the primary parts? What, for the Patlabor? Could have sworn I did. Looking forward to your video tour. Thank you, GS. Hopefully. The many challenges of being a father is you gotta make sure that you keep your personal collection in a restricted area, because Anything that considers to be a toy or a piece of plastic, your child will destroy it. Not necessarily a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. Being a father has its challenges, but at the same time has its rewards. And that kid has done nothing but bless me every day. So hopefully I get around to doing it. Hopefully. These pieces are coming off very nicely. I love it. Let's see. Looking forward. Okay. The Desperate 3.3 nippers are also pretty good. Tap below on the Ultimate God Hands ones. By the way, my brother-in-law is tired to cut a metal wire with my sister's God Hands. Didn't go well. Yeah, because it dulls the blade. Yeah, I've been there. I've been there. You're better off just using an X-Acto blade. Damn, I'm sorry to hear that, man. Whew. Yeah. No joke. As marvelous as the God Hands are, metal will always destroy them, or they'll destroy himself if you drop it accidentally. Let's see. Make sure these pieces torso. This is for the head. Torso. That's for the head. That's for the head. That's for the head. Here we go. Yeah. God Hands they're an incredible product, but man, when they're sold out, oof, you gotta work. You need to work with, right? I mean, these are what, Tamiya? Yeah, these are Tamiyas. I've had these for almost 6 years, and they get the job done. Would not advise using them when it comes to doing like precision cutting, but they get the job done. But yeah, I love it. God, there's so much great surface detail on this. I'm gonna have a lot of fun. Cut that there. All right, cool. Let's see, is there any more questions here? Let's see. It's like the one you did, but it was the green robot one. Damn. What's the name? Don't help me. Let me figure this out. Oh, God damn it. It's the oldest Jaeger in the movie. It's the Russian one, right? I forget the name of it. I love that design of that one. I almost bought that many years ago. I almost did. I think at the time, finding Max Factory kits were really hard to find. You can't find it at a regular like retailer. You have to get on eBay. Damn, I'll remember. It'll eventually come to me, or you guys can find it for me. Yeah. It's a shame that we didn't get all the Jaegers in the movie. The Strider one was badass looking. There was the one from China. That one was freaking cool looking. And then there was other Jaegers that were like in the background during like recap sequences in the film. It would have been great if they did more model kits of that. And it didn't happen, which kind of sucks. But yeah, I know exactly which one you're talking about, my man. I know exactly what you're talking about. Let's see. What would you build? What would you build together with your child? Oh, that's a really good question. I mean, if he's interested, here's the thing. 1/100 scales are good. 1/44 scale kits are good. But just like how I grew up building model kits, I will just basically tell them like, hey, you see something on the shelf, you want to build that, we'll build it together. I don't care if it's like a 1/20th scale. I don't care if it's a 1/60th scale. You know, I learned the hard way when it came to building model kits by building starships. And I have zero regrets for that. I got comfortable with that for a long time. But at the same time, I could not say that I was not comfortable building starships, because compared to what I would do with my child, my father basically just bought the kits and just said, here, enjoy, go play and have fun. He didn't teach me like the fundamentals of using snippers, sanding, the right properties when it comes to painting the model kits, because back in the day when he painted model kits, he just did a straight up build and painted over it. Don't know why he did that, but the 90s were different. When it came to doing custom paint jobs, you had to know a dude that knew another dude, in which that dude had to come into the shop and tell you how to paint certain things, don't use certain products, use certain sands. It was just a big learning process. And plus, a lot of times, from what I understand, a lot of guys just didn't like socializing with each other back in the day. They just came to the model shop, bought what they wanted, and then they just peaced out. Nothing wrong with that. You know, I was a bit closed off a lot as a kid too. But the desire to want to get better at building model kits was like very limited. And I truly do believe that kids nowadays, man, they got it good, dude. You just go on your phone, open up an app, look at a YouTube video, and you're good to go, man. We didn't have that back in the day, which is not necessarily a bad thing. If anything, it makes us even more appreciative of what we have, right? You know, you're trying to figure out how to do a weathering technique, look up a YouTube video. What's the proper procedure when it comes to sanding your model kit? Look up a video. Everything back in the day was all done with like essays and blueprints. You know, if you want to learn how to do stuff like that, you literally had to talk to a guy that worked at ILM. You know what I mean? You just had to work with someone that actually worked there. Sorry, I'm rambling too much. Spent to talking a lot. It did dull it, but left it in imprint on the blade. Ouch. Techaman blade. Cardinal Alpha, Crimson Torrent. Yes, that's the Mark 1. I think it's the General Alpha. I don't know if it's spelled, if it's right. Okay, no worries. But thank you for the clarification, my man. Thank you. Is that the Alpha ones or is the Climax? Talking about the Patlabor? That one. Climax hasn't done any kits in a long time since the Macross one. It's been a while. It has been a while. Especially helps for Tekken. You're silly, Blaze. I never get to help. Let's see. I never get tired of watching your videos. Oh, I forgot to mention that you are the reason I stick with this hobby, especially what you mentioned in your Perfect Repair. Yeah. Thank you, dude. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, Gunpla saved my life, dude. Not gonna joke about that. It was a dark time in my life. It's the key reason why I want to get back to doing this stuff. It's the key reason why. And I generally feel, I feel really bad when I can't make any videos for you guys. I really do. So hopefully, with this format, I'll keep things consistent. You know, but I'm glad that you enjoyed the video. I enjoyed working on that kit again. That's one thing that I'm going to do my best to cut down on rebuilding old kits. I'm trying really hard not to rebuild the Millennium Falcon. I really am, but at the state with at the state where Star Wars is at right now, oof. I know that video would not do well on my channel. I know that for a fact. Star Wars is in a dark spot right now. Star Trek, however, is resurfacing and flourishing. You know, depending on what you like for the show. These snippers are really good. Damn, Antonio, thank you. Man, these are really good. These aren't God hands, by the way. This is something else. It cuts really good. Oh gosh. Thank you guys for the comments. These are in the chat. These are great. Honestly, I would like to see you tackle one of these Alparts kits and some great detail, but a lot of the paint work needs to look at its best. I agree. If there's one thing I learned from building the resin kit was just your coloring needs to be consistent. And then there has to be a level of professionalism when it comes to doing it. Like, you don't want to rush anything. And I bust my ass not to rush that project. Whew, that was a nightmare. But wonderful learning experience. Absolutely a wonderful learning experience. Will I build another resin kit? Yeah, I'll build another one. It's just to quote my favorite villain in Star Trek Generations, time is like a predator that is stalking you. It's true. And then Jean-Luc Picard says afterwards, well, I see that time is like a guidance, a means to tell you where you need to start and begin, you know, because after all, you are immortal. Not immoral, you are mortal. And it's fascinating how a 23-year-old movie really resonates with me as an adult now, because it's true. Not to harken on the same topic over and over again, I kind of look at myself in the perspective of Jean-Luc Picard more and more, because when I invested so much time and energy into what I want to do as a profession, I never fathomed of being a father. Didn't see that ever coming. I just focus on what I need to do for work, how I need to keep the work consistent, and then if I have a kid, great. If not, oh well, it's that opportunity, that sailed on. Oh well, I'll just focus on what I need to do. And a lot of that thinking was conditioning. A lot of it was conditioning, but yeah, I grew up. Anyway, oh God, more questions. Thank you guys so much for these. These are great. Oh, my dad also built a plane with me, small one. Also didn't get tough in that much, but he can and could work with his hands. And in regards, I take after my grandfather, who built model ships. Wonderful. Damn, DC, you didn't tell me about this. Damn, I wish my grandfather got into model kits. He wasn't. He was very dedicated to numbers and doing what he can do to provide for his family, whether you're blood related or not. He was a very passionate man on just doing one thing and wasn't really comfortable and branching out and trying other things. I think in many ways, not to get off topic, I think in many ways that's kind of the reason why my father didn't have a good relationship with his father, is because they didn't have anything in common at all. My dad loved building model kits. His father didn't care much for it. He saw it as a means of a distraction or an excuse to not taking care of his responsibilities. And this was like the 60s, man. Things were way different back then. So I imagine if my grandfather did get into this incredible hobby, things would probably be different. My dad would probably be a different guy. But it didn't happen, unfortunately. But the fact that it happened with you, DC, that's wonderful. That is absolutely wonderful. I love that. Oh, excuse me. Let's see. Blazog guys, isn't there a new Patlabor series coming out? I heard there was a mini series, but that was like 4 years ago. And I think there might be a hint of a new Patlabor series. I mean, come on. I mean, we're obviously getting more animes from the 90s being brought up back in the new 20s. We got Trigun. Not sure if that did very well. I liked watching the new Trigun reboot. Love the art style. Love the animation style. It's very reminiscent to like how cartoons were done back in the early 80s. And what else? You got Rama 1.5 coming out next month? Dude, Rama's great. And then you got, oh my God, you got Bleach. Got a new season of Bleach coming out really soon. Damn. But when it comes to the mecha genre, it's kind of risky, right? It's really risky on what they want to do for something that was long and gone and forgotten, and then brought back to the surface to audience that were from the past and they're new. Kind of like what's happening with the new Gundam movie that's coming out in late October, right? That's interesting. It's an interesting premise. I don't know what they're going to be doing with that. But one thing's for sure, it will sell model kits. It will fulfill its job and what it's designed to do. It's to sell a product. And me being a sucker, I will buy it. Not for content purposes, but I'm generally curious on the art direction, what they went with the new RX. I think it's really cool. But Patlabor, I don't know. It's in a weird, it's kind of like stuck in limbo from what I understand. People are interested. They want more Patlabor. But I don't think it would do well for the current general audience. You know what I mean? It depends. Let's see. Sorry, I didn't read these comments here. By any chance, are you planning on doing another Zoid? I'll be seeing you on another or a Voltron. I have got my eyes on the Voltron model kit. Looks pretty promising. As for the Zoid front, there hasn't really been anything that really caught my eye as of yet. The Liger series have been great. Had tons of fun building those. But I don't know. I might... I don't want to build another Liger. And I don't want to make an excuse like, here's another YouTube video. I build another Liger with another weapon attachment suit. And I don't want to do that. I'm just kind of waiting for the next Zoid kit that just like screams to me that I need to build it. And none of the current ones really gravitate to me now. Maybe the Fox one. if I have time. I don't know. We'll see. We will see. It just basically comes down to my personal preference, and if I have the time. It really does. I keep saying that a lot. Like right now, my time's really limited, so that's why I'm making the effort to do these live streams, because they're fun, they're relaxing. Yeah, I could escape a little from the everyday work schedule and just do this. What else here? The builder says, I love your Star Trek Generation. I love Star Trek Generations. I saw the movie in the theaters as a child. Oh, you lucky SOB. I would love to watch Generations in theaters. I would have loved watching that, dude. The last one I saw in theaters as a kid was Star Trek 6. 6 was the last one I saw with... Wait, no. Let me back up. I didn't watch Star Trek 6 in theater. I went to go see Star Trek 5 with my father. And as a kid, I was really disappointed in that film. Like, I mean, you know, when you watch a film, tell me if you guys can see this. You can tell when you watch certain films where they use special effects, something that's shot behind a green screen, it usually looks slightly desaturated, or it looks slightly out of place, or the scaling and the lighting seems like really off. And as a kid, as I was watching this, the scale and look how the Enterprise looked in the shots looked really rough, and it wasn't properly lit. They were using a lot of recycled footage, and above all else, like the set designs, it looked like, to not knock on it too bad, it looked like a typical episode you would watch in the OST of Star Trek, right? Which is not a bad thing, but this is a feature-length film, so all your money needs to go into all the production, the costume designs, the actors, the visual effects. Everything needs to be there, shining like a bright light. And when I saw it as a kid, I was just like, this movie's really bad looking. I don't know what happened. Sure, you could say it had something to do with William Shatner directing the film instead of it being Leonard Nimoy, but quality control was a big issue with that film. And I ended up finding out a couple years later that it was done by a completely different production team. It wasn't done by ILM. It was done by another studio that did TV commercials for all purposes. And they were hired to do all the visual effects for the Enterprise. So what did they do? They bought the AMT model kit, they built it, they painted it, they did the best they could for LEDs, and they shot it. Not all the best shots. And I remember walking out of the theater having a full-blown headache because I ate too much popcorn. I was like really upset. I was like, man, Star Trek can't get any worse than this. No. But yeah, that was like the last film I saw with my father. Not sure if he enjoyed it. I think he just took me there for the sake of just, wanting to kill time or just spend time with me. But, mad props for him actually making the effort to spend time with me as a kid, because he was a workaholic. Woo, my goodness. Let's see. Keep track of these. Cherry says, dude, it's really fun to rewatch your videos. I love building the plasma. Cool. And I like watching people build them, and your videos are specifically smooth. So don't feel bad about having some new videos. Thank you. I appreciate that. But that's just the one part of my brain as a content creator. If things were different, there would be a video every couple of months and every couple of weeks, but gotta do what we need to do too. Didn't get to know him DC says, I didn't get to know him personally since he ended himself with, he's still in. Oh, that sucks. FN Studio says, have you tried building and painting kits with SNA? I think I know what you're trying to say there, but I'm not quite sure. I don't know. Shine says, Death Stinger was a pretty cool Zoid build. I candy painted mines. Cool. I'll check that one out. Do you recommend it? If you recommend it, I'll check it out and I'll consider building it. Give me your honest opinion on that. I'll check it out. Your Liger Zero videos pushing me into LEDs. Cool. Yeah, Liger Zero Mirage was great. Love that kit. Matthew says, I jumped in deep in, and this is the hobby. Same time next year, me and my kid will be building Fortunes and Meows and Winford's Gundam, Destiny Repairs 3 conversion kits for cool. Yeah. yeah, don't try to constrain your kids when it comes to, you know, you want to build gunpla, stick with 1/100 scales, stick with the high grades. You'll have a blast. I remember building my very first high grade in my mid teens. I think I was like 16 at the time. Didn't mind it. It wasn't bad. It was good. It was good. But I didn't have a lot of fun building it. I remember having like a lot of issues when buying it. I was like, damn, I want my model kit to look just like that. I want to look like just like how it is in the promotional work. How do I get like that? Well, you're asked out because no one in the West did very lengthy videos on how to do that. So once again, it comes down to the scenario. You have to know someone that knew someone that was very big in the hobby. So, oops, missed a piece here. Looks like that's part of the visor. Looks nice. I'm not sure if I'll use it. Ooh, there's a lot of sanding here that's going to be required. I might have to reposition the camera a little so that way my arms, you guys can see my arms. I can't zoom any more further down into this where I'm at right now. This piece right here is going to need a razor blade. If I don't take care of this now, it's going to bug me. Cool. Nice. Cool. Let's see if there's anything else here. That could be sand down. Yeah, that could be sand down. Any more nubs here? Nope. Sand. Nope, missed one. Put this back over here so I don't lose it. Okay, side vent. Yeah, this gets really relaxing to build. I mean, I haven't done any building per se, but there's no overcomplicated inner frame. It's just, you know, it's a straight up build. I think that's wonderful. Okay, that takes care of the white runners. I'll get started on the character later. Let me see if there's any other parts for the head I need to keep separate. I don't see anything else. Okay, moving on. So, oh, missed a piece right here. Yeah, lots of sanding. Let's see here. What else we got here for comments? Let's see. VCO says, have you tried building and painting the kits from S and A, Supernova, Z? Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Like right now, I'm literally grasping for any random kits I can buy right now because you know, I've got to take care of my kid. Oh! Shouldn't have put that box so far down. I don't know, like what's the price range for those kind of kits? Are they any good? Are they worth it? Like what's the difficulty level on that? And if they are hard and challenging, about what's like the time span of completing them? Because Lord knows I was not expecting the resin Gundam Aero to take like 3 months. Mainly because I didn't want to mess it up. Sorry, I'm cutting off the nubs off of the antennae over here. Antennae or antenna? Whatever, which works. Okay, that takes care of that. What else pieces are from the head? Okay, I'm seeing parts of the neck. You guys are probably finding kind of weird how I'm alternating between two different snippers. Part of it has to do to the fact that one cuts better than the other. And this one, it still cuts well, but still dull enough to the point where I can still do something with it. So, This looks great. I would love a, oops, microphone got out of the way. I would love to get a 1/60th scale of this kit. Would love it. Or anything 1/60th scale in general. It's been a bit of a drive spell for 1/60th scale kits since Bandai's been putting a lot of focus on their RG lineup. It's not bad per se. It's not bad at all. Because those kits sell. Perfect grades are like hidden. Man, you would be surprised at my local, at my local hobby shop and at the mall. There's like 3 businesses that sell Gunpla model kits, and the walls are just smothered with nothing but perfect grades. Like, if I didn't build them already, I would buy one in a heartbeat. But it's so refreshing to see that they're out in the wild and people can easily buy them. But let's just face it, perfect grades are intimidating for a lot of people. They're extremely intimidating. Because you mess up, that means you either got to repair the part or buy another kit altogether. And I was very fortunate if that never happened to me. I got lucky. I got real lucky when it came to building perfect grades. Wait, that's not true. I gotta recall when I messed up. I can't remember. Can't quite remember. Let's see. This is part of the neck, right? Let me see how that looks. I'm not really a big fan when it comes to already putting kits together, but I think for test purposes, I think it's good to do a general construction for the head. So I have an idea what I need to do for LED planning and also coloring. It looks good. I'm seeing a lot of cool detail with these pistons around the neck. I might need to paint these individually, but here's the thing, the neck, I guess you can say scarf, I'm just gonna call it the neckerchief area. It's gonna be hidden. So I'm not quite sure if I should work around it or I should invest all that time to paint these little pistons. I might just do it for the hell of it, because I'm super obsessed when it comes to like fine detail. Rotate snippers. These are better. Okay, looks good. This one too. Like butter. Yeah, these are impressive snippers, man. They're just as good as God hands. Cool. Okay, let's do this. Like I said before, I'm not a big fan of doing this, but we need to construct the head. Let's see how it looks. Cool. I'm gonna skip on the visor. Just want to get an idea how the neck looks. Let's see. Let's see. Have been quite a few of the Supernovas. Instant kits build are pretty typical, but the plastic quality is lower. Can break thin. Oh damn! Is the Supernova ones? Are those the ones that are like the very skinny, like very? I don't mean to say that. I'm gonna not say this. I'm just gonna say very skinny looking mechs that I've seen a lot on Instagram and Twitter. Kind of remind me of an anime called Rasathon. Because I have seen those. Oh wow, that's a very loose connection. That's very loose. Well, thankfully all I have to do is glue that into place and sand that down. Where does this go? So far, I'm loving the detail on this. This is really cool looking. So that goes there. And then this rests over here. Oh, that's fascinating. Ooh, I like that. Come on, camera, work with me. This camera is literally designed for just like for face cam, but it can still do really good on auto focusing. That looks great. That looks really cool. I might have to do like a chrome or a bronze texture to that. Let's see. Painted a perfect race strike 4 pieces, and then at the time it's an experience. Yes, it is. Although I would say that the strike is probably the easier perfect rate out of the library, but by far the most rewarding one. I would love to see one more perfect rate from Gundam Seed. Would love it. 3 weeks isn't bad. It took me about 6 months to paint mines. Only broke 4 pieces. I hadn't fixed it. Yikes. I've never seen a live stream from you before. Fantastic. Thank you, Phil. Thank you, Phil. Plan on doing more. Plan on doing more. I emphasized live stream previously more for video games, but video games have been kind of quiet as of lately. I don't feel the need to buy a PlayStation Pro anytime, unless there's like a game that I really want to see that visual fidelity. Well, I almost lost that piece. So taking a break from live streaming games for a while, just for a little bit. I want to do more model kit focused stuff. Let's see what else we got here. That's the part. That's the neck. That goes in the torso. Okay, got it. So it's gonna put this piece in here. Looks good. And then this part. Making sure everything goes in here correctly. That's some nice detail. I like that. I mean, obviously I gotta clean up around the nub areas, but I'm loving the details so far. It's nice. It's really nice. And it's hollow enough to the point where I can actually funnel a lot of the electrical wiring down. That's whew, Max Factory. Please build more model kits. Please, 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 please. I'm also noticing there's no, that's interesting. So that was like one thing I was concerned with this. There's no ball peg here. So that just slides in there. Damn, it looks kind of, that looks kind of scary with it. With you just see like the bare minimum of the inner frame. Ugh. Ugh, woof. It's scary looking. It's so cool. I love it. Okay. Anyway. Yeah, a lot of sanding here. A lot of sanding, not a problem. Okay. And then that's the visor for the front. Oops, I missed a piece. Let's see. I missed a piece. So paint that. Yeah, I'll sand that down. I'm not gonna lose my mind like it's not properly sanded. Where does that go? I'm trying to figure out where this goes so I don't break anything. Oh wow, it slides in. Oh my! That is really cool. Something about retro mech designs always astounds me, man. Everything's super smooth. Everything has a purpose and where it needs to go. And I love that. Everything has a purpose. Okay. And now the rabbit ears. This won't go in it. That needs to be glued. I wonder if I can rig it. I think I might. Let me do something real quick. Going to use some Tamiya tape. Could have sworn I had some more. Do. Let's go tear a piece off this. Let's see. One move says. Nice. What's the availability of this Patlabor kit? You can find it now. You can find it now. I don't think it's available on New Type HQ. I got this one at Tokyo Jungle here in Los Angeles. but I'm pretty confident now you can find it almost anywhere. You can find it almost anywhere. And it's affordable. Under $100. I was expecting to spend a lot because, you know, taxes here in California are like ridiculous. Believe it or not, this kit sold under $100. I'm like, cool, instant buy. Put it on my card. Ready to roll. And plus, Max Factory make good quality kits. Interesting. So a lot of these pieces here don't connect. So this is going to require some glue. Yeah, it's going to require some glue. So in this case, I'm just going to use tape. Can never go wrong with tape. Can never go wrong with this. But you know what? Let me check real quick to see if the availability is on new type. I can check. Right now, anything that's like a third-party kit, it's like hit and miss with those guys, and I don't want to recommend a kit in which you guys can't, you know, get it yourself. Yeah, that head structure, it is just as big as a 1/60th scale. Come on, focus camera. It is very close to a 1/60th scale. That's beautiful looking, man. Dude. Like I said, I love retro mech designs. Something about the soft, smooth mouth. Something about that. It hits me. It hits me away. I guess because it reminds me of Tekkamen. I think that's probably the reason why I'm such a weeb on that. There is a great piece that goes here. I'm not going to bother dealing with that. I'm just doing a test fit right now. Oh, that's why the mouse piece didn't fit. That acts as a guide, and that should be able to slide in nice and snug. Well, barely. I'm loving the detail on this. This is really cool. Sorry when I do that a lot, when I whisper, when I go like, oh, that's really cool. Oh, damn, I could really go for a Chick-fil-A sandwich. Damn, this is really... I don't mean to whisper. I don't. That's my brain literally firing on all cylinders telling me that, yeah, oh, that broke off. Damn, this kit's really cool. Or damn, that Chick-fil-A sandwich tastes amazing. But I don't do it in public if you guys are curious about that. Looks like there's some parts in here that's going to require some glue. I'm already starting to notice that right now. Not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. I don't mind gluing parts. All right, let's connect the head. So that goes forward, that goes there. And just apply a little pressure there. Ooh, didn't like that sound. Yeah, it looks like there's some parts in there that they're going to require some glue. It's not necessarily a bad thing. Yeah. That doesn't look bad at all. That looks really cool. Yeah, so as I was mentioning earlier on the live stream, I like the camera setup system, but I want to put a huge emphasis on each individual camera. So I'll do it today. I'll drill some holes where each individual camera module is, and then I'll dig in my personal selection to see if I have any spare fiber optics in there. So each individual lens will light up, and then these little slits on the side, I want to put a side fiber optic lighting in there to give the sense like the Patlabor has glowing eyes, but doesn't, like I said, I don't want to put a very bright green LED in there. I want to just really emphasize those areas like a lot. That looks really cool. Damn, this kit's already firing on all cylinders. Let me get some more music for you guys in the background. Could have sworn I had some jazz music here. No? Okay. Going to my backup. Hopefully it's not too loud. Please don't be loud. There we go. Perfect. Let me just take a look what I have here for my library here so I can keep the music going. Or I can probably dig in my old library. One thing you'll notice, like, oh, cool, I do have backup stream music. Cool, I will play that. One thing I have noticed, I've made a lot of videos And when I go through my old playlists, there's so much music that I have. Like every video has their own category, every one of them, and it's just the list goes on. It just goes on, man. That's crazy. That's crazy. All right, cool. I got some music playing in the background. Let's go. Let's see. Read the comments here. Oh, yeah, Blaze, I mean, Patlaber's not for everyone. If you like detective dramas, might be your thing. I'd say check it out. Let's see. Feel Good Gaming says, just want to say you officially got me into Gunpla with the Yellow Part Prime kit. My first 2 months into building it, and I got the head and the torso done. Lost about half of the cup of the blood and my sanity. Not an easy kit, right? Yeah, the Yellow Part Optus Prime kit is essentially, it's a perfect grade. Let's not beat around the bush here, my dudes. It's a perfect grade. But it is the perfect grade that I needed. I needed really bad last year, because we're not getting them from Bandai. So we're really banking on these third-party companies to really give us more perfect grade S kits. But I'm glad you're having fun with it. I really am. Even if you're curious, I'm going to build another Yellow Part model kit. I will. I'm in talks with another content creator named Hobby Joe. We might do a collaboration Transformers build next year. I'm still in the planning process how I want to do it, because after what I did with the Final Fantasy Kit Bash one, that was fun. But man, like everyone has their own like time schedules on how they want to do projects. So I have to make sure this is consistent and comfortable for Mr. Joe, so that way it doesn't compromise his live streaming, his content schedule. So more Transformer kits will be coming, without a doubt. More of them are coming. But yeah, thank you, Feel Good, Joe. I'm glad you got into the models. I'm glad you did. Having a good weathering. I haven't had a good weathering to paint with the pieces that are reliable pieces, and I had no alligator clips to hold the pieces in bulk. Yikes. Let's see. 6% of the sale tax. 6% of the sale taxes in states of the Netherlands. Great. Hey, I have a question for you. I've been hearing questions around, not questions, but rumors around the rumor mills that Tamiya primer is no longer going to be sold in Canada. What's that about? My good friend who does Starship builds, his name escapes me. I apologize if you're watching this, dude. I'm sorry. I saw a posting yesterday, and then I saw another post on Instagram that Tamiya is no longer going to be sold in Canada. I think it's just the primer. I'm pretty sure the paints are safe, but they're gone. They're no longer going to be sold in Canada anymore. So if anyone has any information on that, let me know. I'm generally curious in that. Shane says, I broke the female joint part on one of these legs accidentally. Oh, actually one out of the 8 parts. Yikes. Gunnet. Hey, my second favorite Gunpla builder. Thank you. Otaku, hey dude, I really love your videos. So, clarity editing on the music is just so good. Thank you. Thank you. I always try to put a huge emphasis on making sure that certain music tempos work with certain videos, especially towards the very end. Not a big fan of dubstep, but I will use it occasionally if it fits the mood for certain mech designs. Yeah. Excited for the MG Viper. Oh, bro. I'm sorry, I had to do this.
Bro, I am stoked for it. Hell yeah.
I already pre-ordered it from USA Gundam, so when that drops next year, I'm super excited for it. I'm jazzed for that. I've been wanting to build a Vipe for a while. I've heard just negative things about that particular 1/100 scale years ago. There's nothing but bad things about it. Either it has something to do with the ball joint connected to the waist. It's very loose and finicky. I don't know what the issue is, but people were generally concerned about that kit, and not many people liked it, but they liked the design of it. So I, for myself, have been really wanting a master grade version of it, and we're finally going to get one. So I've already bought 2 of them. You guys will get a video on that build, and then I'm going to use parts for that for my next kit bash. I can't say what it is, but obviously it's Nintendo focused. So I'll let you guys piece that together what it is. But yeah, it's definitely going to happen. Yeah, super excited for that. Have you seen the Transformers 1 No. Here's the sad thing about being a parent, especially in my situation. I don't have anyone to really babysit our kid, and I don't want to pin all the responsibility of our child on my sweetheart, because she's already like doing it 24/7, and that right there is already having a mental breakdown on her. You know, she's wired differently now. And I can't leave her with our kid too long period of time. Like right now, I need to go check up on my kid and see how he's doing with his mother. But they're probably watching the live stream as we're talking. I just don't have time to go to movies. I won't have time to go see the next Sonic the Hedgehog movie. Unfortunately, I gotta wait till all those movies drop on Paramount Plus. But I've heard good things about Transformers 1, and from what I've seen, that's been shown on Instagram, certain clips on how Megatron interacts with Optimus. And the overused joke, I'm not a big fan of that line being overused a lot. I like the humor. I like the tempo, what the movie's showing for the audience. It's obviously targeted for a younger audience, but me being a father, I'm okay watching either or, kids or adult focus. I'm gonna look at it as a fan, as a Transformers fan, and from what I've generally seen, it looks promising. I don't know when I'll see it, but like I said, I'm gonna wait for it to drop on Paramount Plus. I'm already paying for the subscription service for it, right? Might as well invest in it. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to. Let's see. From your lips to Yellow Park's ears, I really want a sound, bro. Yeah, I really want a sound wave to display alongside Prime. It's really shocking, right? Why didn't they do it? Why, of all the Decepticons, why didn't they do Soundwave? He is like the OG favorite, right? I loved him. He's like the only Decepticon next to Starscream that I like. I mean, I like Megatron more like than anyone else, but there's something about Soundwave's voice, dude. And it seems like a missed opportunity. I mean, we did get a version of that from, what was it, 3A? They do collectible figurines and it looks great, but I'm on the same boat with you. We should have gotten a model kit. I'm just gonna be real with it. We might get one, because there is another Transformers live action film coming out that's doing a collaboration with G.I. Joe, right? So there is hope. There is hope. Let me skip this. This is a little too perky. There is hope for a Soundwave. I hope it happens. It needs to happen. It just needs to. I love Soundwave more than the general person. I'd love it. Shoot, we'll see. What else here? Matthew says, do you have any plans on building the Nelson Works Perfect Grade Momentum Repair type? Already pre-ordered it, waiting for it to drop in the middle of October. I've already asked the audience 2 days ago if you guys want me to do a live stream build on that whole entire kit. Keep in mind that if I do it every week by week, it's going to be a very slow process, but you'll get to see how I do all my electrical setups, how I do all my painting, all done on live stream, and then obviously it'll be archived for you guys to check out for references. It will happen. The downside is for people that want to see it as like a speed build, that will be taken away. But I think it's really important for people who want to put LEDs on that kit to get like a broad understanding on where to put the wiring, like step by step, and generally see how my brainstorming works when building something that's that big. But I know there's going to be a lot of parts that are going to be involved in that kit. That's going to require a lot of time and a lot of patience. So I'm up for it. And I hope you guys are up for it too. So yes, I've already pre-ordered it, waiting for it to drop. So in that time when it comes out, I'll already have another live stream project already at the works. But as soon as it hits my house, we're going to immediately jump into it. Yeah, without a doubt, we're going to immediately jump into it because it looks dope, right? All right, cool. Put that over there, clean it up. Let's see. All the sprays and Tamiya cans are banned, but anything else is good. Damn. Okay. Makes sense. Flammable material can easily combust, can be dangerous. Makes sense. Makes sense. Makes sense. You know, because to me, it's not a bad product. It's good. I've used it for years. But obviously, you guys have noticed that I've strayed away from it, and I've been focusing more with Mr. Hobby because it's a better quality painting product. This one's also a really good product too. Keep in mind that this stuff is really expensive, but the Gia ones, oh, they're good. I plan on using this one for MetaB for a future live stream build. Such a good brand. I was originally going to use it when I did the Virtual-On Timjin model kit. I was originally going to use it, but that was like early in my YouTube days when I was uncomfortable working with lacquer-based paint because it just gave me headaches. So thank God I found a workaround around it. Everything will work. Let's see. Let's see. Well, that sucks. I live in Canada. I use Tamiya cans also. At the same time, first I have heard of this. Yeah, it sucks, Shane. But hear me out. Mr. Hobbies is just as good. In fact, even better. The duration time for it to dry quicker, depending on where your work environment is actually way faster than Tamiya's. In my humble opinion, I've used their black primer for a little bit over 2 years. No issues. You spray it on there, you let it sit and dry for a couple of hours, maybe even a couple of minutes. It's done. No issues. I would love to see a live action Shockwave. That'd be cool too. I agree, Barbados. I agree. My man, we love that. Okay. All right, cool. So if you guys are okay with that, we'll do the quote unquote tall geese perfect grade live stream. Just like I said, if we're gonna do this, it's gonna be a long process. Okay, because with my work schedule with Amazon, I'll only get 1 or 2 days off, and then back to the factory. But that doesn't mean that I won't be excited to get back to working on the model kit. It won't be a problem. Okay, so I already did the test fits for the head. I'm take that off. So I'm liking this. I'm liking what I'm seeing. I'm trying to decide what I'm going to do for the inner frame color. I don't think there's any need to do it with a metallic paint. Maybe just like a flat coat gray, and then put a heavy emphasis on the pistons, right, and give a nice chromatic chrome-ish, like flat silver, or maybe like a titanium silver around the pistons. I think that will work well. And anything that has like these, lost that piece. Anything that has like these nice little tight little rivets, I think I'll paint that with like a bronze color. You know, change the color temperature profile a little bit. Okay, so that's done. That's done. I need one of my, there it is. Give me 1 second, chat. I need one of my part separation. Cool. Cool. Yeah, excuse me. Need this. So once I get everything all squared away, I'll sand these pieces down. I just need to clear off my my workspace so I don't lose any critical small pieces. Because I've done that before. Lord knows I've done that many times with 1/100 scales. I think it was like the Gundam Virtue. I ended up losing a lot of pieces. It was a different time. Let's see how tight is that. Cool. I love it. Put that there, put that there. If you guys are wondering where you can get this, you can find this on Amazon or Hobby Lobby. You can find those anywhere. I would really advise you invest in one of these to keep your part organization up to point, so that way you don't lose anything. More questions. These are great. Keep them coming, guys. Let's see. Oh, but I wasn't a fan of the ODE robots. I wasn't even a fan of back then. Okay. Slow process would be nicer though, and especially for the one time I dig deep on everything. I agree, Shane. I agree. Hell yeah, Patlabor for the win. Love that series. Same here, bro. Giga and Hobby Mo have become my go-to paints, better than everything else in the market. I agree. I'm a firm believer. Let me ask you a question, Shane. I've already worked with this product in the past, and it is compatible with Mr. Hobby's thinner. My question for you is, can I continue using their thinner, or should I use this brand's thinner, the paint thinner? Just let me know. And if so, let me know which yield I should get, because I know they have 2 different types of paint thinners. Yeah, just let me know. I'm generally curious. Ooh, what is this? Whimsical music. I love it. It's making me sad. Heaven Arm says, hey, Otaku, glad I got to catch in one of your live streams. Just got my Master Grade Heavy Arms custom endless waltz, and I'm planning on doing the guns like you did for yours using the flashlight. Cool. If times were different, I would definitely do something different with the gun barrels nowadays. Since I've gotten comfortable with fiber optics. Do me a favor, when you do your gun barrels, use fiber optic tubings for each individual gun barrel, so that way the light is consistent. You can still put an LED behind there, but fiber optics have a better refraction to it. So I don't know what size of fiber optics you should use, but play around with it. Find something that works for you. I'm getting a lot of like... I don't think this library works. Let me find a different track for you guys. A lot of the music that I'm playing right now is for future builds. I did have a category here for streaming music, but it's gone. That's weird. Okay, well, I'll play... No, that's when it's playing right now. This is streaming music. I don't remember putting that there. Perfect. Let's switch it up a bit. Let's see. But anyway, yeah, Heavy Arms. I'm glad you found the video informative. Best of luck on your build. If you have any, what you call work in progress, please share it with me on Instagram. You know, I would love to check them out. Down with the long haul, my dude. Cool. All right, sounds good. Any updates on the Master Grade Sand Rock would be a banger. Did I do a Sand Rock? I could have sworn I did a Sand Rock Endless Waltz years ago. Yeah, I did that years ago. The video's there. It's in the archives. I did the whole Endless Waltz builds. I did all of them. Every last one. They were expensive, but it was worth it. They were absolutely expensive. Let's see. So that's all the head modules. I think I might keep this together. Yeah, I need to sand this down, so I'll keep that there. Torso parts, I might have this in a separate compartment. I'll figure something out. I just want to get the head parts out of the way so I don't lose anything. There's another head part right there. Torso. Let me fix these pieces up, and then let me get the other gray pieces done as well. And let me fix the light spectrum here. Ooh, this LED light gets hot. Ooh, wait. All right, let me get these other pieces cut out, my dudes, before I start rambling even more. I'm just happy that I'm finally doing this. I think the wonderful thing about this kit is everything's hollowed out. Like, just in a way where it just makes sense. Cool. Let's see. Thank you. I'll look into it and learn how to add LEDs in my kits. Working on a perfect grade Charzaku 2. Cool. I always wanted to build the perfect grade Zakus. They didn't seem challenging enough. I was hoping, and I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys would agree with me on this, I was really hoping for a perfect grade Unleashed Zaku. That has not happened. It's been almost 3 years now since the Unleashed released. Since the Unleashed released. And we haven't got another series of that. That kind of sucks. But it is what it is. Chances are some third-party company will make a resin version of that, and it'll be a 1/60th scale. Right now, it seems like Bandai is focusing a lot of their energy on just on the Gundam Seed franchise. Which, by the way, the recent Gundam Seed movie, awesome. Check it out on Netflix. Would really recommend it. It's pretty damn good. Probably one of the best and possibly many good Gundam movies I've seen in a long time. Yeah, it looks like there's a lot of glue that's going to be required on this. Like, a lot. I might need to swing by Burbank Hobbies next week. I'm okay with that. Let's see. I'm going to call it a quits for tonight, folks. See y'all next time. Take care, DC. Thank you for swinging by, my dude. I'm sorry I didn't read your comments sooner. Sorry about that. I don't want to ramble too much until I lose focus on at least making some kind of progress today. And then surprisingly in the garage, it's nice and toasty in here. And I'm getting thirsty. Might need to take a small little break and get something to drink. Probably grab a probiotic soda since I can't drink the real stuff anymore. I mean, to be fair, the real soda it's incredibly bad for you. Let's see. Any more PGs on the horizon? Yes. The one that's coming out in October. Yeah. I'm just gonna call it the Perfect Gray Tall Geese. Let's just be real here. It's the Perfect Gray Tall Geese. That's coming out in October. It's being shipped by Gundam USA. So once that drops, I'll let everyone know on all the social medias that I will be building that ASAP. And that will probably be my longest series build I've done on this channel. Like, no joke. I think I'll just space out in a way. What is this for? Oh, that's for the shoulders. This is for the shoulders for the caution lights. That looks cool. I might cut those out. We'll see what happens. And then there's more of that here. Let me cut those out too. Yeah, but that's the next perfect one. I technically wish there was more PGs in the market, but it's been pretty quiet. But everyone hit me up on picking up the Tall Geese Perfect Grade, and I'm going to be building that. Hopefully it doesn't get in the way when I'm going to be working on my Tekkaman model kit next month. Hopefully it doesn't get in the way. Let's see. Is that everything on this runner? Yes, done. All right. So let me clean these up and put these over there. Oh yeah, that would be amazing. They did an Unleashed Zaku. It just doesn't make any sense why it hasn't happened. I mean, Gundam had their very successful anniversary a couple years ago, and nothing happened. So seems like a lost opportunity. But to be fair, high grades, 1/100 scales, master grades, real grades, and everything in between, especially the GX series, if I'm correct, or maybe the EX, I forget which one it is. The ones that have like the specific LEDs, those sell. Perfect grades don't, unfortunately. Some people deem it to be a little too difficult. I get it. They're intimidating. There's a lot of runners. There's a lot of patience that's involved when it comes to working on those. But they're incredible. It's like your own personal 3A uncollectible figurine. That's what I always say. It essentially it is. let's say that'll be awesome because it's my favorite series in Gundam Wing, but I would love the Zaku design. Yep, I agree. It's still only in English though. Only had it on Japanese English dub. Don't think the model I don't think any model folks know how I end up out nearly. So okay. Yeah, I agree with you, Shane. Yeah, the color scheme for Tall Geese 2 looks awesome, right? It's just very subtle. Honestly, I would have loved to get a perfect grade of the Tall Geese too. That'd be awesome too. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not too versed with the Gundam Wing universe, but is the Tall Geese essentially a Lev unit that's been heavily modified with like a really like overpowered booster? I'm genuinely curious because I still don't have any interest in wanting to watch Gundam Wing. I know it seems kind of odd, but even still to this day, I don't like Gundam Wing. Something about it just doesn't resonate with me. But I've always been curious on how these mobile suits were manufactured, how they're designed, and how they came to be. I'm generally curious about that. Let's see. My game plan is when I'm done with my Prime, I'm getting it. Good call. I hope you didn't pre-order the second batch from USA. I don't know if I pre-ordered the second batch or the first. I immediately pre-ordered when it was made available. Why are the first shipments coming in early, or are they being delayed till the end of the year? Unleashed Sako would be good, hyping, but it may take a couple years to develop. True. Perfect grades are no joke. Just like the real grades, they take years to manufacture everything. And that's just the conception of designing the inner frame, then the parts that go on top of the armaments. Yeah, that is a lengthy process. I'm 100% agreeing with you on that, Shane. Bandai needs to release a Master Grade Barbatos Lotus. Would be cool, right? Would be cool. It'll probably happen. Without a doubt, it'll happen. It's just, we gotta wait. To get a Astray Red frame, to get the Astray Red Unicorn Unleashed RX-72, the Magnum Z and 160, it'll be done. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, a lot of these pieces, that's fascinating. I think this is strictly designed just like a snap together build, but the pieces they're not connecting really firmly like expect from other companies. That's not necessarily a bad thing, especially when you want to test fit everything. Just cleaning up these extra nubs here because I'm almost ready to sand these pieces down. Let's see what time it is now. Where I'm at right now. Okay, doing good on time. Doing good on time. All right, put that over there. Tall Gates is actually my first mobile suit. It's actually a Master Tall Gate is the first mobile suit. It's a prototype of everything else, but it was powerful and it killed its pilot, so it got shelved. Everything else after that was downgraded. Wow. Dude, no wonder you guys like the Tall Geese that much. It had something to do with the G-force, correct? I don't think it has something to do with the performance of the mobile suit, but since it has like that big booster behind it, I guess Zex Marquise is he's just a build different man. It has to be with the G-forces. It just has to. But that's dope. Thank you. Thank you for the info on that, man. I love that. First batch is in mid-October, second, and the other one's in December. We'll see. Regardless, I'm still gonna build it. If I'm lucky enough to get the October batch, I'll put a posting on the YouTube community tab and let you guys know. So it's gonna happen regardless. And also it's kind of good that it's happening in October because it's Halloween. And my schedule for Amazon is going to be pretty loose until the end of October, and that's when we're just doing the peak schedule. We're working 6 days a week, 11.5 to 12-hour shifts, and then only a day or two off from work. So the fact that I'll have like at least some downtime to actually build it will be perfect, because it'll lead into December, and then I should be able to be done with the tall geese by then. I know I keep calling it tall geese. I know it's called something else, but obviously, for obvious reasons why it's not called the tall geese, you don't want to hear Bandai knocking on your door. What a cease and desist situation. Kind of like what's happening with, what's that game called? Pal World? The one that's obviously heavily influenced by Pokemon? With guns? Gotta watch out for Nintendo. I think that's another key reason why I'll never do like any Nintendo focused like builds, or obviously I'll do some that are inspired by Nintendo, but I won't use like any video clips of the game to reference what I'm building, because Nintendo will immediately shut down your channel, or you'll get a hot copyright strike or get a cease and desist for using footage that you're not supposed to, because the Nintendo program is a joke. From everyone that I talked to that does video game content, they are a very difficult company to work with when it comes to making content. But hey, maybe things will change. This needs to be cleaned up. This is done. I think this goes in the shoulder. I think I'll do a simple. Let's try to do a broad construction on this. Once I get all the runners cut out, let's see how this kit looks when it's partially constructed, just for the torso. Cool. Let's see. First one, okay. Tall Geese is the ancestor to the Gundam and all the mobile suits in the universe. Oh, it's their version of the Granddaddy. Cool. I believe it was the prototype for the Gundams. Let's see. Zex was the first pilot to survive piloting it for more than one test flight. That man, he's the reason why he's my favorite in Gundam Wing. Say what you say with the rest of the cast. Zex Marquise is like my favorite. And also, goddamn, the guy does the voice acting for Zex Marquise in English. Dude, so sexy. So bassy too. Oh my god, I wish I had his voice. Love that. So sexy. All right, that takes care of that. And let me get these other pieces here. I'm trying to get these. I know I'm all over the place right now. I'm trying to process how I'm going to construct this without breaking anything. But at the same time, I want to read your guys' comments. Because to be fair, this is like probably the most active I've seen the comments since I started doing live stream. And since they were game focused, not Gunpla related, the comment section was like really quiet. So the fact that you guys are very very active right now, I love that. I absolutely love it. All right, so this is good for right now. Putting that back over there. And let's see. Well, it's almost about 11, and I've been up since 4 a.m. So I'm bowing out. It was nice to catch up with you on the stream. Best of luck for you and the kids. Hope it take care. Feel good, dude. Thank you for swinging out with. Sorry. Thank you for hanging out with us. Thank you for hanging out with us. I appreciate that, dude. Have a good one. Hopefully I'll catch you next Friday. Hopefully next Friday. If my schedule isn't broken, because I'm pretty sure Amazon's going to be forcing MET next Friday. I hope not. If that's the case, then I'll be doing a stream on Thursday. So, like I said, I want to keep a video consistent every week for you guys. Even if it's just a live stream. Let's see. Do I really want to cut these pieces out for the action base and just get it out of the way? Why not? I'll leave it IZUMI alone. I'll say that for like the very last part of the of the build. I think that's important. But I want to get a general idea on how much space I'm going to have when it comes to working with all the electrical wiring. Scooch that out of the way. I think I'll order some Thai tea later on tonight. But once again, thank you guys so much for coming on to this live stream. I appreciate that. Really do. Gives me more of an opportunity to connect with the community. Gives me time to really just relax. Working in the factory is no joke. Does things to you psychologically. Like, no joke. If I didn't have this as a hobby slash mini job slash mini career, I would be miserable right now. No joke. I would be miserable. And even if Gunpla was on my palette of one to get into, like as a hobby, I probably wouldn't got into model kit building because of working at the factory. So for those who are working at the factory, you know what I'm talking about. You know, whatever happens at work, leave it at work. Don't bring it home with you because it will screw you up. All right, takes care of that. Gundam Nut, you're funny. You're funny. Yeah, Artlist has a great selection of music, man. They really do. I will continue using Artlist and Epic Music for as long as I make content. And plus, they have like a really good policy. Even if I do stop making content, which seems very rare at this moment, I won't get hit with any copyright strikes because the way how their policy works is I'm already paying for the subscription, so that means I technically bought the music as I pay for the subscription music, so I won't get dinged with any copyright strikes. The only company I usually get dinged with that is Artlist. Oh, this music's a banger. I'm sorry, I gotta crank this up for a second, guys. Damn. Even I'm surprised I have some music in my stream catalog. I'm like, damn, I downloaded that? That sounds dope. Got a little bit of like a little hip hop, little 90s flavor pop to it. I can listen to that for hours. Hours on end. This looks really nice. I'm really impressed with the plastic quality in this. I'm coming from a perspective after working with a resin kit that required a lot of cutting and drilling. This is just a cakewalk at this point. I love this. It's so satisfying. I don't have to modify and over modify things for things to fit where they need to fit. I love this. So comfortable. Yeah, I'm gonna need to bring the camera just a little bit closer down the next stream so that way, because I'm in a comfortable zone where I'm at. I'll eventually get closer to the center until I get like a PC mount, because right now my PC is blocking my the angle that I'm in. So sorry if I'm like right here. I'm cutting the rotors. I swear to God I am. It's just my PC's in the way. Okay, let me see what the instructions say on how to construct the action base. Let me see what we got here. Yeah, I agree, Shane. Yeah, like, I think the purpose why I want to do these streams is like, if you guys have the kid, you want to build along with me, that'll be another like cool project to do. Or if you're already working on a project, you're doing something in the background, You know, you can chillax. That's what I did a lot with the Gundam Talk Show guys when they used to make content regularly, but they don't. For personal reasons, why they don't do it a lot, you know, it's really none of my business. But I do hope the guys are doing well. I do hope they're doing well. But every time they would do a live stream, I would just chill out with them and watch their videos. As they're building, I'd be building too. I always found a sense of a connection with them when they did that. This is not connecting. Am I doing this right? Yeah, that's what shows on the instructions. Why isn't that not connecting in? Watch me break something already. There we go. Oh damn, this is another good track. This one slaps. Let me crank this up. That sounds good. That sounds really good. Yeah, I want to do more streams like this. Let's see. Any more questions here before I get even more distracted in this? Oh boy. Yo, what's up, Otaku Builder? Yo, what's going on? G Berserk. Saw you last stream on the test stream on Thursday? Was it Thursday or no, it was Wednesday. It was Wednesday. You know, thank you for hanging out with us. I hope you're doing well, my man. Hope you're doing well. Love check before I did the live stream, I did a test stream 2 days ago to see how all the equipment and how my lighting setup was. And I ended up just talking for a whole hour with the community. It was super cool. And the community got to hear my son ramble because he loves all this stuff. He loves my new mixer. He loves the new light setup. He especially loves the new Razer camera I got today. Like the whole setup I have here, it just works. And my kid just loves being around that. I'm super happy with that. Damn, that sounds so good. I'm about to download that and take it with me to work. That's a good soundtrack. I'm digging that. Okay, so this goes under here. I'm loving that there's a great deal of cavity space here. That is a really nice action base. Sorry if I sound squeaky. That's a really nice action base. That nub's bugging me. I'm just gonna cut that out. That's really good. I know exactly where I would put this in my garage, but like I said in my previous live stream, this is gonna be given away. I could easily keep it, put it in my backlog in my collection. No, this is gonna go to a random subscriber. I don't know how I will do it. I've tried raffle systems in the past, but we'll figure something out. I have nothing but plans on just doing these live stream builds and then giving these kits away. There's really no point in me keeping them now, because right now, even though I'm working in a garage, I have a great deal of space. But when you have a kid, a lot of their personal stuff takes up a lot of personal space. So I can't keep all these all the time. So I would hate for them to sit in their boxes or in a display booth, not being admired. I want to give them back to the community. Okay, let's get the cat. That's what this for. This armor here is for the catwalk. Let's get that build. And like I said, I normally don't do this. But I want to get a general idea how this is going to look. And then once I get the general idea, I can plan ahead when I ship this out to a random subscriber how I would mail this. This is cool. Everything just fits into place. And it does require some glue. Cool. Yeah, that's crazy. This part's gonna need to be assembled separately if I do ship it. Maybe I'll get lucky and give this to someone that lives local to me. Maybe I'll get lucky with that. If there's one thing that a lot of content creators probably won't talk about, that looks cool. That looks really cool. I mean, minus the nubs, that'll be sanded down. But this is a really, really nice base. That's really nice. Very impressed with that. Good job on you, Max Factory. Good job on you guys. There's obviously some weight distribution issues because the labor's not on there, but that still looks great. It still looks amazing. Oh, God. Let's see. I'm sorry I didn't read your comment, Barbados. Advanced Suit Isaac Clarke Kit Bash. Already did an Isaac Clarke Kit Bash. It's on my catalog. Watch it. It's one of my favorite kit bashes I did in October in 2023, 2022. That was a fun build. Atreus is watching. No! No, Atreus. Hi, son. Hope you're okay. Sweetheart, let me know if you want me to get you something from Postmates. Just send me a text or leave a comment in the chat. Just let me know. I'm in the hospital maintenance, and I use Gunpla as the zone out and relax from everything else I had to deal with at work. God bless you and what you do with your work, my man. Oof. Yeah, it's always fascinating, right? When you watch Gunpla content, you go into a different state of mind, right? You're like literally zending out, and I love it. Absolutely love it. But I'm glad you find some comfort into this hobby, when you're working your crazy work schedule, because I imagine your schedule is worse than mine. You know what I mean? And especially towards the end of the year, it's a headache. Damn. Yeah, but thank you for your hard work. Seriously, thank you. What model kit is this? Me bid. My bad. IZUMI with Alphonse. Patlabor model kit. I'm enjoying it so far. I'm having a lot of fun. I haven't even built it fully. I'm enjoying a lot of this. This thing's cool. Okay, so I already test built the base. Now it's time to actually assemble the torso. Let's see what we can get with this. Let me put these small little gray pieces out of the way. Ow. Read more of these comments here. Do you do Discord for fans? I don't. Honestly, I don't have time for a Discord. I would love to do it. I actually do have a Discord account, but here's the thing. When I'm at work, I'm at work. When I'm here at home with my friends, my family, and with you, the community. I don't want to be in a situation where I'm constantly on Discord, promising things that I can't, commit to doing, or look at things that, I can't build, because it kind of depresses me a little. And plus, I'm generally okay with using Instagram and Twitter. I'm sorry, X. I'm generally okay with those platforms. I'm just a mere simple man. I know a lot of people, excuse me, microphone. I know a lot of people in the community do use Discord. I'm just one of those many few that I don't have an interest in it. I don't. Only use it when I do conference calls, or I'm doing a collaboration build with another builder or another content creator. That's strictly what I use the Discord for. And it's worked just fine. Works just fine. But if I feel a need that I do need to open up a Discord in the future, I might consider it. But right now, it's not on my list of things. Go Berserk says, yes, your test stream, my dude. I'm doing well this Friday. Glad to see you doing well. Thank you. Same thing with you. This live streams are great when I'm working on Perfect Gray Strike. Cool. Love that. Go Berserk says, when you dive, when you dive up parts on your kits in the boxes, it's related to a section for product colors, and you're planning and painting it. I've been trying to organize my pre-cut parts, but separating parts. It's like 50-50. I know how this sounds strange. God, my voice. You know what? Give me one moment. My voice sounds hoarse. I need to get some water. Be right back, guys. Oh, I've been talking for hours. BRB. Be right back. have returned. Left and right. Yep. Much better. Much better. Probably one of my favorite probiotic drinks right now. I love this stuff. It's from Olopop. They do probiotic sodas. It's literally the only soda I can drink right now. Period. And it has substantially changed my appetites a lot. I'm not as hungry. But it's really good to have. Like, it has an alternative soda because it has like only like what, 50 calories, 4 grams of sugar, and it's a probiotic soda. I would not advise you to not drink them a lot because it will give you the runs. But yeah. But back to your question, Berserk. When I build model kits, I kind of already in the mindset of how I would do it. But when it comes to putting LEDs in them, I kind of build them by parts by parts, if that makes any sense. I don't feel comfortable doing like I'm doing now. I don't like doing straight up builds because I already am eager to build the model kit as I go along. But when it comes to something like this that has a great deal of cavity space, you definitely want to plan ahead. So immediately as I'm looking at this, I can tell by putting this part into here, I'm going to need to, that was embarrassing. I'm going to need to drill a great deal of holes for the electrical wiring. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. But that means that I have to do a great deal of planning to make sure that everything is put in there correctly. And then also utilizing this cavity space, I need to really think in consideration if I'm going to have an internal power supply. And if I am going to have an internal power supply, what would be the idea battery to put in there? I have been experimenting with using a small lithium ion battery. I've had this for years, and this particular, let's see if it's in here. I literally just saw it a couple of hours ago. Here it is. I gotta do more research on this product, but the intention is to use this particular circuit board. So get focus on that. Is to use this. This will be the input for the battery, and then this uses a micro USB port. But I want to use Type C because everyone's using Type C now. So I need to contact this manufacturer and see what I need to do so I don't create any complications. So the idea is just go complete lithium ion batteries so that way they can be rechargeable. That is the plan. So that's part of the planning process. But when it comes to just doing straight up builds, it's always advised to cut the pieces out, sand them down, and then paint each color separate. Because if you try to say, I'm going to paint this part white, and then in a couple minutes I'll paint the gray area follow up, you're going to get paint contamination in your airbrush. Now, regardless how clean and how thorough you are with the airbrush, you're going to get some kind of contaminant in there. So my advice, stay consistent with just one color till you're done with that section first, and then move on to the next one. Go with the whites, go with the grays, and then go with the blacks. Keep it consistent. And at the same time, it's also good to do that because you kind of have like a good barometer in which you, on how much paint you're using, so that way you don't have to like buy any more. I mean, that's what I do. I make sure I do that because I can't make multiple trips like I used to at the hobby shop because of my schedule. So I have to be very careful what I can use. And if there's something I need to buy more, I'll just use it and just buy it online. Hopefully that helps. Oh, hey, Patlabor, that's one of my favorite mech enemies. Hell yeah. Also, I use the Tex Zerks. Yes, that's pronounced what it is. Jeez. Hey, what's going on, Gray Fox? Gray Fox! What's going on, my dude? Are you diabetic? So does give me the type 2. I want to say yes. Yeah. I want to say yes, but my body's been going through a lot lately. As of lately, I can't tell if I have high blood pressure or not, but I do know if I have regular soda, it gives me a headache. If I have a different type of soda, say like Japanese ramen, I get cluster headaches. If I drink another type of a Coca-Cola, say a Coke from a Pepsi, I'll get a headache or I'll get a high blood pressure. So I'm already at that age now where I have to be very careful on what I consume, both sugar and salt, because my body just absorbs in a way where it actually does more harm. So more water, more probiotics, which is why I like this stuff, and more teas. Drinking a lot of green teas, drinking a lot of black teas. I will have the occasional Thai milk tea because it has a good deal of caffeine in it because it keeps me alert. But as of lately now, it's been really hard. Like the other day, I had a delicious burger from Carl's Jr., the one I used to eat a lot back when I was in high school. Which is the double Western cheeseburger. Loved it because I needed something to eat after I got off of work because I need a source of protein because all the lifting I do at the job. And surely enough, after taking a good 5-hour, I'm going to call it a nap, I had a migraine. So I'm already at the point now where I need to go to a doctor and just get a complete physical, see what's going on with my blood test, see what's going on with my body chemistry, because I can't have certain salts. I can't have sea salt anymore. I can't have pink salt. My body's okay with just basic salt as long as it's not a lot of it. And then there's the issue, because since I work in the factory a lot, I'm burning a lot of calories and I'm not putting a lot of micronutrients, and I'm not taking a lot of vitamin supplements. So that's another factor why my body's acting weird. And here's the thing, when it comes to working in the factory, you are a number. First and foremost, the job does not care on what happens to you. They only care if you're not hitting your numbers. I lost a piece. Come here, you. Oh. But yeah, there's a very high probability that I am diabetic. I don't think it's type 2. But yeah, I'm going to be seeing a doctor soon. Yeah, very, very soon. And you also asked, man, that Cosmos Strike MGX Light kit looks damn good. Yeah, man, Cosmo makes great kits. LED lights. They make great LED lights. I can't knock them, dude. They make a good product. It's good, and I hope they continue that trend. They need to, because Bandai's not going to do it. I know I'll do it, but the average consumer is terrified of putting LEDs in really like exciting model kits because they're going to break them, and you don't want to have that fear looming over you. At least I can do this while looking at the manual. Where does that go? That goes right there. Ooh, that's a nice fit. I mean, I hate to say this.
That is a nice fit.
Ooh, love that. Okay, I know I said I wasn't going to use the voice changer feature, but I might as well. My kid's watching, so I got to make it entertaining for him and just as much as entertaining for you guys. How does that go? Oh, I'm doing this backwards. This has to go in first. Let me figure this out. That's cool. That's cool. Oh, sorry, I'm geeking out here. If there was a point in time in life I became a structural engineer, it would probably be now. Cool. All right, let's continue with this part here. This is literally a perfect grade. It's cool. Anyway, let's see what we got here. Yeah, I'm sorry if it was a little lengthy on that, Berserk. You know, I'll try my best to explain more if you have more context on what you need to do. But like I said before, you know, it's always good to have a game plan. It's always good. But it's also good to stay consistent on what you can and cannot spend. and that is one thing that I'm I'm always anal with telling my audience, don't buy something for the sake of just the hype. Buy it because you can afford it. And if you can afford it, great. If not, it's not the end of the world. Try a different kit. Try something else that isn't Gunpla rated. Or hell, you guys know, if you guys have been watching me for a long time, you guys know I was obsessed using aerosol cans for Tamiya for a long time, and I broke out of it eventually because I found a workaround that wouldn't cause me headaches and have migraines. Thank God I found a workaround that. Where does this go? This is fascinating. This is fascinating. I don't want to put this on there and break something. I'll figure something out. Have you watched Patlabor? If so, what's your favorite character? I tried watching Patlabor almost a decade ago, and I couldn't get into it because my brain at the time was like, I want to watch anime that's all about action, comedy, and no romance, F character development. I don't want to watch. I just want to watch the robots. Now, as I've gotten older, I'm like, yeah, I can watch that. Yeah, I can watch something like that. That could be enjoyable, sure. But to answer your question, no, I have not. I'm trying to find that show available to watch on other streaming services. I tried to see it was on Crunchyroll. It's not there, which leads me to believe that it's either on Retro or what's the other streaming service? It's not Retro. Oh, the name escapes me. I know it's not on Crunchyroll because I looked everywhere on Crunchyroll. Chances are it'll probably be on Amazon Prime, or I mean, wasn't there like a YouTube channel where they were allowing to watch animes a couple years back, or that's like a specific company? It's been a long time, but yeah, I'll give Patlabor a shot. I think the last thing I think I saw that was Patlabor. Correct me if I'm wrong. There was 2 Patlabor movies, right? I think I probably saw one of those, and I kind of enjoyed it. But that was like, dude, that was like literally 15 years ago. That was literally 15 years ago, and I haven't seen it since. But like I said, my palate's changed. I'm a little bit more seasoned when it comes to watching shows. I'm almost certain that I would enjoy watching it. Let's see. Sheen says, yeah, headaches could be for the long-term exposure to saline, and I found it in the modeling paint. Other times, not wearing mask gloves here, they're not having the mask. And yep, I had the exact same situation. That's why I have like 2 air filters set up in here when I'm going to be doing painting for you guys. I have that set up in here so that way they can help reduce it, and also got like a really good respirator. But it's just strange. My body's just becoming more and more sensitive to a lot of things. Have to head out running some errands with my wife, and just wanted to say, stay show, stay support. Looking forward to seeing you more. Take care. Thank you, Berserk. I'll catch you next Thursday or next Friday if you want to come chill with us. But thanks for hanging out with us, my man. Love it. Love your energy. Well, my paint booth fan is so powerful it could suck the soul out of you. I want to let me read this with more bravado.
Well, my paint booth fan is so powerful it can suck the soul right out of you. So the smell is just about the exhaust.
that sounds like how I would imagine how it sounds. Just checked it out. It's not on Prime. Damn it. 3 movies. Cool. And the third one was weird too. Was that the one with the AI? I can't remember which. At the Patlabor, there are 3 different types of series. You can find it if you don't mind Sealing on the Seas, but it's a bit, yeah. I mean, I'll give the show a try. I'm building the kit, so I'm already investing a lot. I've always loved the Patlabor design. I am missing a part. I don't see it. This is the shoulders. This is the... Okay, this is the under part. Yeah, what I'll probably do is I'll do a deep dive on Patlabor before I come back to streaming again next week. So that way I can be like completely immersed into the lore. Because I think that's important when you're working on a project like this. It keeps you invested. I mean, that's what I'm doing right now with the old school Tekkaman TV show that was on UPN on Channel 13. I'm literally, well, I can't say I'm watching it. I'm listening to it when I'm at work, because now our job has given it the okay where we can listen to our music while we work. At a point in time, we weren't allowed to listen to music while we worked in the factory because they saw it as a distraction. And to be fair, they're not wrong. A lot of the folks I see there now are glued on their phone when they should be doing their job. That looks nice. God damn, I can't wait to sand this down. Yeah, a lot of these pieces require glue. This is interesting. So when I construct this on the next stream, this is going to need to be glued into place. Like permanently glued. So I got to make sure all the electricals are done prior before I lock this into place. Let me see if I can... That's tricky. It doesn't like... I feel like I'm missing a part. It looks like I'm missing something. Let me double check this. No, it's there. Like I'm getting distracted with these pegs right here. I'm assuming they connect into this, but they don't. All right, let me just try to get this into position, and then I'll work around it. But most definitely, it looks like glue is going to be required. Yeah, lots of glue. Lots of glue. So I'll probably use a slower glue instead of like a fast accelerant. I think that'll be ideal. Yeah, because like I'm trying really hard to connect that into there, and it's really difficult. But I'm not giving up. I want to make sure this works. I'm almost certain that these engineers designed it in a way like this so that way people that are experienced putting LEDs can have a good deal of flexibility. And for that, I thank you guys for that. That's really thoughtful of them. Oh, excuse me. Let's see. Glenn says, you know it's a bad day when traffic is gridlock and construction and labor starts to run amok half of the block away from you. Yeah, I can relate to that. No, the third one, the giant monster. The third one's a giant monster. What? And it gets really dark and it doesn't even... And okay, so let me ask you this, Box. Would you prefer me watching the old school Patlabor, or would you prefer me to watch the reboot that came out almost like a decade ago? You know, the one where the Patlabors are all like more modernized looking. They don't look all smooth and angular. Which one would you recommend for me to check out? Excluding the on the movies, would you say watching the original show would be advisable? Let me know, please, because you have a lot of knowledge on this. Shane says, even in discussing from drying paints and can effects, you're aware that you can damage done and likely permanent safety first. Yep, I agree. Safety always first. Hey, Amazon's 10% employment discount on Bandai kits, baby. Yeah, we do get a 10% discount, and with our raise increase, let me just, before I get into rambling, just to get clarification, this cannot snap together. You can see it's literally like falling apart like meat off of a bone. But there's a great deal of cavity space in there, which I could put a lot of electrical wiring in there. That's great. And I could probably sneak in a battery. But I think what I might consider doing this, if I can, maybe use magnets. But I have to see how this will connect at the final phase of this. Yeah, there's enough. I'm looking at this right now. There's enough space in here where I can probably put a AAA battery power supply in there, because I'll be probably running close to, let me do the math here. The head module will have 2 LEDs. No, it'll have 4. Torso will have the caution lights. That's 5, 6. 1 red LED. I think this right here, this part. I'm not sure what this is for, but I saw something in the promotion work where it was like, oh, you don't even see it. Never mind. So we're at 5, and then the lights on the shoulders. I think I might use 3 or 4 LEDs. I'm not sure. So we're getting close to the limitations on how much power. Oh, never mind. I see it. It's right there. Duh. I see it right there. Okay, so I might need to put a fiber optic light in that. It's like literally right there. I just missed it. I would say close to, I would say 10, maybe 11 LEDs for this bad boy. Oh, let's just do the math right now. Let's just do it. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then nothing in the torso. 9, 10, 11. Maybe 3 LEDs for the lights on the shoulder. Maybe. But I want to add a little bit more effects to this. I thought about putting some like docking lights on the side, but we'll see. We'll see. I don't want to go too crazy on this because, like I said, I want to give this away, and I want to make sure that it's shipping worthy, because I don't want anything to break. But now that I know that there's a great deal of cavity space in there, I can probably let me see if I got a spare power supply around here, guys. Sit tight, one moment. Ooh, I know I got one around here. Okay, so this is a good example right here. So this right here, this is Evans Design's AA power supply. This would work if this was slightly bigger, but as you can see here, all that sweet cavity space is gone. Literally all of it. So I will order a AAA power supply and see if that would be a great alternative. If not, I might go with the other alternative of using a Type C connector, but we'll see. But I want to have the options there. But yeah, let's see what's going on here. Blaze says, "Oh, I heard that the second season of X-Men 97 is going to be darker." Good. Dude, X-Men was, whoo, bro, you remember the conversations we had? Every Wednesday was a blessing. After my stressful day at work, I'm like, I'm looking forward to waking up at Wednesday morning and turning on Disney Plus and watching some good old X-Men. Every episode did not disappoint. Every episode was beautifully crafted. Loved every moment of it. I can't wait for the next season. So, am I hearing you correctly that season 2 is already greenlit? If so, hell yeah! Give me more of that X-Men magic. Seriously, give me more. Yeah, this needs to be permanently glued. But I'm liking what I'm seeing here so far. This is really nice. This is really nice. Let me think if there's anything else I can probably construct. I already did the head, so I'm not going to construct any more. But let me try constructing the shoulder and see how that looks. And then make sure everything is working correctly. Because then I can really brainstorm how I'm going to line up the shoulder. Because I do have some LEDs with me. But I need to make sure this is done correctly where I don't damage anything. Wow, there's already... God damn, you guys thought of everything. They thought of everything for this kit. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Oh, I missed a nub. Goodbye. Yeah, I'm already seeing like how I'm going to set this up. I might have... Focus, please. I might have like maybe just 3 LED light bright white lights in here to give the simulation that it's like flickering like you would see from a police light effect. So that way, when this part, ooh, more modifications. Oh, bro. So I'm already seeing something that's already caught my eye. So this part's hollowed out, and there's a clear part that goes there. But this little nub right here, camera, there, that's gonna need to be drilled out so I can sneak in a an orange LED light in there. Damn, this kit, it's firing all cylinders, my dudes. Oh my god, I'm loving this. Yeah, so obviously that's when these little gray pieces go here on the lights, but I think I might I'm gonna leave those there just for it to be static, and then I'll put one LED here and maybe two right here. I think two would just be just fine. They just need to create like a flickering effect like you would see in the show, or like you would see in real life. This looks really cool. Let me see if I can lock this down even more. God damn, there's so much sanding that's gonna be involved with this. I'm generally excited for this. This is gonna be fun. This is gonna be fun. But let me read some more comments here. Oh my god, Hobby Joe, what's going on? I did not see you there. Hope you're doing good, my man. Looking forward to watching your live streams when you go up, dude. Are you gonna be streaming today? Because I'll be more than happy to watch it after I'm done with my stream. If you guys are interested in anything Transformers related, he is the guru to go to. Guy's extremely knowledgeable when it comes to Transformers. He loves the franchise like a passion. He even does content on his own himself on Transformers related stuff. And then on his downtime, he plays some random video games that people that are already done with it. But for him, he always puts a breath of life into them. If you can, check out Hobby Joe on Twitch. I believe Hobby Joe on YouTube. Hobby Joe on Instagram. Not sure if you have a X account, but doesn't hurt to check there. Please check him out. Very nice guy. Always love watching his live streams before I go into work. And you know, like my job's already stressful enough as it is, but it's always so refreshing to watch his videos before I clock in. I wish I can watch it for like hours on end. But by the time he goes live, I'm already like in the facility, in the waiting room, and waiting for my time to clock in. So yeah, check him out. Wonderful man. Wonderful man. And no pressure on the collaboration for next year. No pressure. Let me put this piece on here so you guys get an idea. Oh, such a satisfying click. That looks... Come on, camera. Work with me. You can do it. I believe in you, camera. Come on. Believe. Thank you. That looks cool. This can be like a head for a mobile suit as it is right now. That looks cool. I like that. So there's literally enough space in there where I can actually put two very bright LEDs to give that sense that it's like flashing. This is cool. This is freaking cool. Can I connect this to here? Oh, that's awesome. Oh, that's so cool. Ah, that's cool. Now I wish I kept the head assembled. I wish I kept the head assembled. Oh, I'm starting to understand why you guys like doing pre-assembling first before you start painting. This is kind of... I'm learning some stuff, guys. I'm learning. All right, let me get the waist section down before I do anything else. Let's see. Before I get this, Heavy Arm says, have a good night. I'm going to finish up my stuff before I get my wife and get home. Take care, my dude. Thanks for swinging by. Arkin says, have you tried the Kotobukiya MUV loaf kit? I heard a lot of LED's potential. Never heard of it. Do me a favor, if you have an Instagram account or Threads, possibly X account, shoot me a link. I'll check it out. I've been pretty quiet when it comes to Kotobukiya kits as of lately. I've been pretty busy. Just haven't seen anything that's new that really piques my interest. Okay, so here's another part on this. Well, I'll get into the next stream with this. Here's another area that's going to require a lot of LED works. There's these little nubs here. That's where the caution lights go. So I think what I'm going to do is drill those holes through and through, and then place an LED, like, what's the best way to describe it? Place it like sideways like this. So that way it projects evenly. I don't think I'll use a bright LED, just enough to the point where it lights it evenly. Yeah, so I won't do anything now. Next stream, I'm gonna do the whole process on how I get everything prepped up, but these little nubs here, they're gonna go. They're gonna go. Let's see. Any waste section here? All right, make it. I'm not gonna put that on there. There's no need for that. That goes on top. Got it. Such a cool kid, man. God damn. So this is literally a clear example. If you want to just do a straight up build of this model kit, you can get it done in less than 3 hours. Minimum. Oh. Just realized something. This could have been the catalyst to keep the model kit upright. Let me try something real quick. Click that in. Connect that to the back. Where does that go? Oh, this is what happens when you don't look at the instruction manual. See, even pros can get messed up on this. I think because that's now there, that can interconnect to here. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. Cool. Cool. I like it. What else got here? Let's see. Box Fox says, oh, they were talking to. Okay, my bad. Yeah, Hobby Joe says, X-Men 97 was so good. I agree. Places, yeah, I think it would be next year. Hopefully, I would love for them to get the original showrunner back. Sucks what happens to him. But that's the price to pay when you're working for Disney, right? You got any skeletons in your closet? They'll axe you. That's just the rule of the game, man. They will axe you. Won't ask you a question. They will just axe you. Let me get some different music in here. I'll just use a playlist from my I think this is from the Metal Gear build. No. Too sci-fi. Too sci-fi. Let me go through another playlist. I think I got some good Transformers ones in here. Transformers playlist. Cool. I like this one. This sounds good. Let's see. Let me keep track of my time here. And I did get a text message from the missus. Give me one moment, guys. It's cutest thing. My kid's watching me live stream in the bedroom. Super cute. Hi, son. Anyway, let me get back to this. Yeah, I think next year 47 episodes from the original reboot is to 16. Okay, cool. I plan to stream tonight. Yeah, thank you for. Yeah, okay, cool. I'll check you out, Joe, once I'm done. That's a promise. And I might drop you some gift subs because I'm just that guy. Yeah, if you guys can just check out Hobby Joe. Very, very wholesome man. Very cool dude. Has a wonderful community they're extremely passionate on what that guy produces. Check him out, please. Damn, this music sounds really good. I might have to use it for another video. That sounds really good. Hobby, don't do that. I saw what you did there. Thank you. Thank you for the dono. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. Okay, so that part's... This is... Okay, so that can't be snug in there because that goes to here. Where's the front faceplate? There it is. Where does that go? That another part that's going to require glue. That kind of sucks. Max Factory, you almost were firing all cylinders, dude. That piece was not supposed to happen. All right, let me take this off here. Take this off. And connect this. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's not permanent, guys. It's not permanent. I'm just trying to get a general idea on what goes where. But everything keeps falling out. So essentially this is an extreme game of Jenga. Yeah, there's a great deal of... I love the fact that there's... I know I said this a lot, but there's such a great utilization of cavity space in there. That's awesome. That's really awesome. Lots of glue. I know I'm saying that a lot. Lots of glue is going to be required for this build. It's fine. Leave that alone. Yeah. Well, that's a general consensus of the torso right there, minus the loose parts. It's very impressive looking. And like I mentioned before, the dimensions on this is very, very similar to a perfect grade. Damn, I wish you guys I really wish they made this a 1/60th scale. The potential on this is just off the chain with this. Because they can just put like a little ball joint peg on here. You can swivel it back and arch it up and down. I'm pretty sure they're thinking of it. Usually when it comes to projects like this or model kits like this, they usually try to fish around the water to see if any of their old audience or even their new audience are interested in wanting to build an old school mech. You know, that's the whole consensus of why these particular kits exist. They want to see if people are interested in this franchise again. God damn. This is a very impressive model kit. Nothing but love. Nothing but love and attention to detail on this. Even with its constricted static look to it, I think it's well worth $100. I can't wait to paint this next week. I can't wait. So, I think what I'll do is... I think I'll get started sanding some of these pieces down, and then I'll answer some more questions for you guys, and then I will wrap up the stream for tonight. Because it's like... It's almost 4 o'clock where I'm at right now, and I'm coming up to my stream limit. Because I want to go spend some time with my kid. Probably eat something. Probably... Let me see if I can. Let me see if my sweetheart's listening to me. Babe, do you want pizza? You want Blaze Pizza? You want Blaze Pizza? I know you do, because I can tell you don't feel like cooking tonight. It's okay. It's on me. Just send me a text. And if I hear my phone go off, that means I know you want pizza. So, what I'm gonna do is just take these apart and get these ready to get sanded down. That's the next thing I'm gonna be doing. Yeah, but seriously, thank you, Joe. Much appreciation. Should I send you a link on Instagram DMs? I haven't done it before. Yeah, send me a direct message, please. Yeah, please send me a direct message on Instagram. I do have my settings on high, so when you send it, you won't know that I read it, but I'll see it in my inbox. Yeah, just please do that. I'm having a lot of fun with this kit, guys. Even though I just did a straight up build, this is a really, really good kit. So now that we got a general idea of all this this mess right here on what we have, now we need to discuss on what LEDs we're going to be using. Thankfully, I already purchased these weeks prior. So this tool rack, it's awesome. Seriously. Oh, I feel more organized. Because back in the day, I would just throw it in this. And just like, I'm done. So, let me just scooch this to the side. So that way I don't lose any parts. Okay, cool. So, got some fiber optics. It's right here. All lengths. So this is what I was mentioning earlier on. And I think I got 3 smaller fiber optic cables to do this. Let's see, let's see. 3mm. Too thin. So I think I'll probably use the 5mm fiber optic for the eyes. They're thin enough. They're thin enough to fit for the eyes. Yeah, I'll use that. So I got fiber optics for that. Hell yeah. Glad I did that in advance because I would have totally forgot about it. Sensor disc. Oh, so this is something I'll be utilizing with this one. So the idea for this sensor pad, I don't know where I'll have it. Either on the shoulder, because there's just enough cavity space. Nope, not enough. That detail's already covering it. So I might take this sensor pad right here from Evans Designs and either put it somewhere close enough where it's like flushed into the back right here. So every time I touch the back, it'll turn on the model kit, you know, with a touch sensitivity. My question is, I gotta contact them. Do I need to install a second switch so that way it will keep the current going? Because I imagine just having this touch sensitive switch, it won't turn the model kit on and off. I'm gonna have to read the instructions on this, so I want to incorporate this. I originally was going to use this on one of my builds. I totally forgot about it. She has confirmed she wants pizza. My queen, would you like the usual from last time or something different? Let's see. Okay, so I got the oh my god, this music. Bringing that back. That sounds dope. That guitar solo. More fiber optics. Cool. Not sure I bought double. And here we go. So this is what we're going to be using a lot for the LEDs. So I got cool white LEDs. I think I'm going to be using, oh, these are tiny. So I'll be using these. I have a total of 3. I'll use these for the head. These are small enough to the point where I just want to light each individual camera with an LED. And then, oh, here we go. I got the flashing system. Do I got any more LEDs after that? Warm. How many do I got? 4? 4. Okay, so I got 4 warm LEDs. These are going to be for the hazard lights for around the waist. And I might sneak one more up here because there's a ridiculous amount of cavity space there. So one more there. And then where was the other one? Oh, wow. Right underneath here. Yeah, one more underneath there. But again, they're not gonna be really bright, just like subtle. I don't want them to be like headlights. You know what I mean? Same from last time. Got it. Give me 1 minute. I gotta order this. She must be obeyed. Okay. Please pizza. Okay. Food is delivered. Okay, what was I getting at? Flashing lights. Okay, so I don't have any spare batteries in here. Damn it. I'll do that in the next stream. I'll do it in the next stream. So I have two different flashing light effects here. They have their own independent circuit. And the idea is when they flash, they're not in sync. Since they have their own independent circuit, each one's going to be out of sync, but it'll still create the illusion like it's like you would see like the flashing lights on a police car. So I wish there was a way I can demonstrate that. You know what? You guys are here. Let me go get some AA batteries. Be right back. Okay. So let's figure this out. This is gonna be a loss of battery. This is gonna be a botch setup, but it'll give you guys an idea of what I'm gonna be doing. I don't think a AA power supply would work. I mean it would actually supply a great deal of power, but since the cavity space is relatively big and small, can prove to be can be a problem. That's what I'm trying to debate, whether I should have an internal power supply or an external power supply. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just wire these all together, green with green, red with red, and then we're going to see what happens and see how the effect looks. Blaze says, Blaze Pizza, I can make it. Oh, well, don't do anything, Blaze. We're good. I got it. I finally got paid today, so let me do my job. Bit of a lore about the show. It was created by the same of the best mech designers in the industry. After they decide to go off and then they're all making something together. Ooh. You talking about the mid-90s? Box? Because, damn, there was a lot of cool mech designs back in the day. And I tell you what. There was a lot that I grew up with. Okay. Chicago pan style. Yeah. Too much grease for me, my dude. I will literally pass out. And my son will literally take advantage of my vulnerability. For some reason, my kid is obsessive, just like I'm jumping on my stomach and destroying my groin. I think he's trying to do something. There can only be one. All right, I'm just positioning these in a way, just giving you a hypothetical idea how these LEDs will be placed. I think four's a bit too much. But we're gonna see what happens with the 4 once I get this set up to the circuit. Let's see. Say in the last order. Okay. What's the name of that song you just ran back? Oh God! Forgive me. I did not see it. Let me see if I can go back. Let me see. Is it this one? If not, let me know. I'll go back another. I don't think it's this one. Let me go back. Hold up. I don't think it's that one. That's not it. I don't know. We'll find out. We'll find out. Dude and your family, I have the great pizza the weekend. Stay safe later. Take care, man. Thank you for hanging out with us. Seriously, sorry I didn't read your comments sooner. Thank you for hanging out with us, man. I imagine half of you guys are from like the East Coast, so I know it's getting late. Okay, so we got everything set up. Let's see how this looks. That's what I want. That's what I want. Let me turn off the light real quick so you guys can see. It's gonna look a little creepy right now. Let me just see what happens. That's what I want. Wow, this camera does a really good job on light. Worth every money. That's what I want. I wish it was a little bit faster, but that's fine. And then I put that in there. It looks good. I just wish it was a little bit more blown out. Let me see what I can do with this. Because usually, like, usually ambient lights are a little bit more. The flickering's faster. This is a little soft, but it doesn't look bad. Where's my shoulder? There it is. Yeah, the light's a little slow. It needs to be faster. So I think what I'll do is I'll order I will order another set of these and then play around with it. It's pretty darn close. Come on, camera, you can do it. I believe in you. It won't adjust it because the lighting temperature has changed in here. Let's try it this way. There we go. Yeah, it's a tad slow. It needs to be faster. Yeah, I'll buy another sets of these. This is good, but it needs to be faster. Like, instead of like blink, 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 it needs to be like blink, 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 blink. It needs to be faster. It needs to be much faster than that. But I'm glad we test this out. Because that'll give me time to prepare and buy more LEDs than I was anticipating to get. But I got the fiber optics, I got the ones for the head. Now I just need to buy another set of the lights. Evans Designs does have a light specifically designed for emergency lights. I have to see how complex a circuit board is because it uses a different voltage. The voltage I want to try to keep this is under 3 volts, but if it's stuck like between 9 to 12 volts, I might need to boost up the voltage on this. I'll figure it out. I'll figure something out. Mega Man. I know what you're talking about, Blaze. Don't worry about it. It's all good. Yeah, these LEDs look good. They just need to be a tad faster. They seem a little bit slow, so I will buy another set. And then they'll be here by next Thursday. So I don't think I have anything else. No, nothing else. Just some product merch right here. If you guys want some LEDs, Evans Designs is sponsoring me. So if you guys want to pick up these LEDs, that'll help out the channel a lot. You can buy it from them. I'll leave a link and a code in which you can use if you want to buy the LEDs from them for a substantial discount, because usually around the end of the year they will have discounts for their products, which is great. That's great for anyone in the spectrum. Oh my god, this sounds good. Sorry, music distracts me. Yeah, let me see what we got here. Yeah, I was going to get started doing some sanding, but after thinking about it really carefully, I don't have my air filter underneath me. Okay, that sounds a little weird. I don't have it like positioned where I want it to. I can suck it up. I do have a fan that was given to me by Antonio. Let me see if I can go. Where is it? Oh, here it is. I swear this is not a product placement for this stream. Let me go full screen real quick, so that way you can have context. This bad boy right here. This was given to me by Antonio. It is literally a fan that is strictly designed to suck in all of the particles that you do when you sand model kits down, and it sucks it up and it traps in the back of this filter. It's really cool. When he gave it to me, he lost the power supply, so I need to find out if they sell this particular power adapter separately. If not, I'll probably look for a third-party one. But I think what I'll do is I'll set this aside for the next stream, so that way I can really demonstrate this product for you guys. Because it's obviously, this thing must be really expensive. I imagine he spent a good penny on this, but this thing's really good. So I will set that up for next week for sure. Damn, this camera is really good. I can see all my gray beards. Gross. Gross. Oh no. But yeah, I'll hold off the sanding for next week. I'm hoping by then I'll have my other webcam set up so I can have it ready for the spray booth over here. So I can do like a before and afterwards. And then I don't think these pieces need to be washed. They're fine. I'm not getting any weird sticky residue I would expect from a third party company. These feel fine. But I think that's gonna be a wrap for today, guys. That's gonna be a wrap. I don't want to do anything else where I'll end up jeopardizing or breaking anything. I want to keep everything like fresh the way it is. So that way when I come back next Thursday or next Friday, we can get right into it. So the plan for next week is to get these completely sanded down, get these parts completely sanded down, and then start masking this area. The whole idea is to completely spray this whole entire part flat black with Mr. Hobby Black, and then get ready to install the LEDs. So we're looking at close to like 12 to maybe 11 LEDs, but that'll all depend upon the LED replacements for the emergency lights. That all depends on if I can find one for the right kind of effect I want. I originally was going to try to sneak in these LEDs inside the little small alcoves, but that would make sense if they were spinning. They're not. I'll figure something out. I'll just do some research on emergency lights to get an idea how to create the illusion that they're spinning. I might do it like on a rotating system. Let me see if I can go back to this real quick, my dudes. Let me see if I can do this. Show what I'm talking about. Yeah, if I can probably on each section right here, like one here and one here, I think what I'll do is I'll hit up Evans Designs and ask them if they can do a custom job for me, and ask them if they can do a rotating LED. I think that would make more sense. Let me see how that looks now. And low light. It's getting there. That's pretty darn close. It gives the illusion of it. It's pretty darn close. Yeah. I'm just gonna have to play around with it. But I think it would make sense to have like one in an isolated spot instead of it being on a straight line, because that's getting close to there. Yeah, that's pretty close. It gives the illusion like it's rotating around, and I think that's what I want. So, let me think about this. I think what I'll do is I'll buy another set of their flickering LEDs. I'll buy another set of 4, and then I will buy their, whatchamacallit, I'll buy their die-cast rotating LED lights and see how that works out. And yeah, and don't worry about it. This is not going to break the bank. I have a good relationship with them, so I think what they can do is they'll probably design one of these lights to a 3-volt. It's just the capacitor is going to be like really big. Should be fun. I'll contact them later on tomorrow after I'm done with my schedule from work. But that's gonna be a wrap for it, my dudes. That's gonna be a wrap. I would love to do more. It's already 4 o'clock. I was hoping to stream this a little bit early just to get one more hour in, but you know, I can hear my kid getting really restless in the background, and I need to spend some time with them. But we are going to be enjoying our time together by watching Hobby Joe. And once again, I don't mean to shamelessly plug him, but he's a good friend. Check out his live stream. If you guys are interested in watching Zelda Breath of the Wild, I think that's what he's playing tonight. Maybe something random. If so, check him out. And if not, and you guys want to come and watch and see me complete this project, literally, I would say close to 50% done next week. You know, tune in next Thursday. You know, that's the initial plan I want to do. If I can't do it every Friday and my schedule gets a little hectic, we're going to try to tackle as much as we can on Thursday. So the idea is, once again, we're going to get all these pieces sanded down and get them ready to go to get them be painted. And then I'll show you some hacks on how to dry the paints a little bit faster. It's literally just using a hair dryer to dry these things a little bit more efficiently. And then if we have enough time, we'll get started to install LEDs in one section. The idea is to focus on the head and then work our way to the torso and then round things up at the very end. And then I'll order some I guess you can call wire mesh, or some, not wire mesh. They have like this weird texture on there where it gives the illusion like there's wires to it, but you can actually manipulate and fold it. It's like a wire net mesh. I'll buy those from New Type tomorrow, so that way we can get everything prepared for this little mini diorama. And then hopefully in 2 to 3 weeks we'll be done with this, and then hopefully we'll get that perfect gray Tallgeese. Can't wait to build that one, but that one's gonna be a long build. I'm already imagining that will take from October to the end of December. I don't want to rush it. I just don't. It looks like it's gonna be a fun project, and I hope you guys enjoy it as well. But anyway, for my dudes that have been hanging out with me, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I enjoy it. Thank you for the awesome comments. Thank you for the boost of hype to when it came to doing this live stream. Thank you for hanging out, you know, and yeah, stay tuned, because I'm gonna be doing more of these. I'm 100% committed to doing this. But again, thank you guys so much for watching this. I do appreciate that, and I will see you dudes and dudettes on the next live stream. Take care and have a good one, and stay safe. Don't drink too much alcohol. I know it's TGIF, believe me. Anyway, have a good one, my dudes. Bye.